Yes, we are currently.
This is going to be the most disastrous show ever.
Welcome to SCNS Live featuring the Nerd Show.
Yes. Thank you for that resounding intro,
I'm
Matt.
going to let him keep that up. I don't know why.
Everybody turn and stare at Matt.
It's just for Ben's enjoyment.
Oh, thank you.
You know I love you,
Our
buddy.
chat is going now, so
I want to see what's going on over here.
well, you can see this over here. So
I need hold on. I need a longer one of these.
I think your
so he
mic
can
went
see what's
out.
going on.
It did.
Okay.
It
So I'm
went
over here
out.
behind the board. So I guess we need to introduce everybody for everybody who doesn't know who we are.
Welcome to the Nerd Show featuring SCNS Live. Is that better, guys?
Hold on, can I do that?
Yeah. Is that better?
Welcome to the Nerd Show. I
Welcome
wanna
to
do a Billy
the Nerd Show.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow.
That's Tomorrowland.
Oh, sorry.
It's already came out.
Got it.
Did anybody
So
watch
it's Yesterday
Tomorrowland?
Land.
No.
Yesterday Land.
Yeah.
Yes. Present Land. But yes, this is very
Go ahead and check out the
interesting. I'm
couch
very
over here.
I feel like I'm in a very foreign environment. Like this is crazy.
Hi, Cora.
Hi. Wait, why are we saying hi?
We're saying hi to everybody. Okay. On the screen, you can see.
Okay,
on my-
reset. the
Wow,
show.
damn,
On the right,
Jason. I'm
there's-
sitting here talking, and you're just like, "Hi, Cora."
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Wow, bro.
So the
Okay.
man in the
Damn.
nice shirt, by the way.
Thanks.
Nice Iron Man shirt.
Yes.
Okay, everybody, that's Matt in the lovely Iron Man shirt. What's up, buddy? The lovely lady with the multicolored hair is Christy.
Howdy.
And the woman who just got back from Houston is Cora Barton.
Hey.
The land of my home.
And
It
in my
sucks.
opinion,
Should've taken him
wearing
with
the
you.
better shirt. Yeah.
Oh, you had to celebrate your pretty girlfriend's birthday. Anyway. Okay, of course, over the Nerd News Corner. Is that what we're calling that?
Is that what it is?
Yes.
The Nerd News Corner. That is Mr. Glenn looking very official with, oh man, you can't see the Transformers. I should have put it lower. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, well.
I mean, there's a
don't-
real
we-
star of this. Okay?
Do
We
I,
don't
just,
need
I need
to
to
see
like
those.
hunker down in my chair.
No, I
so
don't
that
feel like getting up to move the camera.
Okay.
I
That's
really hope we have breaking news at one point, so it could be like da 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 da, and it goes straight to him in the news corner.
You know,
Breaking
honestly,
news. This show is off to a resounding start.
I feel like if we're gonna say he's in a corner, we need to have some like luchador wrestling name for him. Though.
Tag me in, bro. Tag me in.
And of course, over here in this conglomerate of wires, monitors, soundboards, and everything else, I've got Ben from the Nerd Show. And
Hi, everyone.
so, yeah, we got all this stuff hooked up, kind of.
Well, it was a lot of fun to do. First of all,
It was it's like putting
Fun's
together
a good word
puzzle
for it.
piece.
I was going to say, is fun
Somebody
the right
walk
word?
over here, you might get electrocuted. I don't know.
that's true. There's a lot of wires in the living room right now. My goodness. But yeah, we're up on SCNS Live's YouTube channel. We are live, and we're also live simulcasting on Nerdville Radio, so you can tune in either place, and you have the benefit of watching us on video.
Seeing our lovely
Yay.
faces.
Wow, that is so cool.
This is, I'll go ahead and go over there. There they are.
Yeah, there they are. Yeah, look at that. It's video.
Cora's
Ben
like
is
doing stuff on
mesmerized.
her phone. So anyway,
I took a picture.
so while we gotta take a selfie.
That is like
Maybe.
that's like your 8-year-old coming in, like stealing your phone. I took a picture.
And then I broke it. I don't know what happened.
I was supposed to bring them over here while I hooked all this stuff up, and they just like tore up Ben's house. pretty much. I've like child-proofed my house. They're horrible.
No, it wasn't that
So
bad.
you won't be getting
They
your
are horrible
deposit
children.
back.
Just kidding. I love them very much.
No deposit whatsoever.
I was going to say, is this a fire waiting to happen? Just
Probably.
Okay, so if you're wondering why we're doing this, because we've talked about doing this for a long time.
We have. That's right.
and we never got it done.
No.
Nope.
It never lined up, and I'm like, well, we announced that the Nerd Show is going to be going off air, so I was like, we have X number of shows in order to make this happen.
And we better darn well get it happening.
That's right.
And we did.
nothing
did.
makes you do things like putting a very hard deadline on it.
Right?
Pretty much, yeah,
And
this is-
we have cake to celebrate with.
Yeah, we have a Doctor Who cake, which we'll get pictures of later.
Oh, yeah, I'll have to do that.
Have to bring it on camera.
I have a very large Doctor Who cake that I've actually had in my freezer for like a month.
It's really nice. I love the detail. I checked it out
Yeah.
briefly.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I didn't know there was going to be cake.
Oh, yeah. And pizza.
What? Oh.
Well, we're working on the pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We get punch and pie.
Just like we're working on the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
There could have been more preparation, but
yeah.
Well, we could
you
do-
sitting over in that end over there, you guys did a great job.
This is mission control over here.
Yeah, mission control. We'll call it.
We're
So we
making
got mission
everything
control.
There's a lot going on over here. Y'all just don't know. It's like
Yeah.
I'll switch back and forth between cameras. I can't even hear the sound. But damn it, we
Yeah,
did it.
you don't have any headphones on, do
But
you?
damn it, we did it. Okay.
No wonder you kept asking. Hey, Chris, you coming, buddy?
I want to put this off on him.
I don't know how to run board anymore.
Chris, Jason will murder you.
I have no idea what I'm doing back here.
You know, that's the thing right now is we're missing two of your guys. We're missing Rob and we're missing Chris. So big shout out to those
Rob
guys.
is showering his girlfbeard with affection this weekend because it is
Quite
her
rightly.
birthday. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'm
already-
glad you added with affection because that was really creepy. If not,
I gotta bring it to the Dave Chappelle
Well,
song.
I don't think there's an issue with that.
he's currently showering his girlfriend.
It's fine. He
Well,
just
showering with is
He just
fine.
gets a
but-
bucket with a watering can and just like, shh.
And a giant sponge. I'm like trying to get all this on.
I can see Rob there like, yeah, girl.
That's how he spends his evening. Just doing that over
I'm
and
a pour
over.
it slower.
She's like, I'm clean. I'm clean. Stop it.
No,
No, you
no.
ain't.
My skin is red. Stop.
But see, with Karen, I think he would try that, and then he would end up hurt.
Yeah.
Get the loofah, girl. Get the loofah.
Did you know that loofahs are a fruit? Or I don't know if they're a fruit actually, but they're edible.
I don't
I'm
really
not
know that
going
I
to-
want to eat one.
Yeah.
Not with as much soap as been on there.
Well, no, but the plant that they're from
Or where it's been.
is completely edible, and
I was gonna say-
basically the loofah is just a dried out version of the edible
Well,
thing.
I mean, it looks like ramen noodles anyhow. So I mean,
yeah.
I am going to find and eat the crotchiest loofah I can find.
I'm just going to say, you were completely right. This has gone on with a resounding start.
I'm just fine
episode.
with this.
we're talking
Wow.
about crotch loofahs. So you know,
Crotch loofah. Hashtag crotch loofahs, everybody. It'll
trend.
It'll trend
I
worldwide.
am all about chaos. So, you know.
See, this is what happens when you bring us on, Jason. This is why you can't have nice things.
no, yeah,
No, this
we
is,
ruin
this is
it.
almost like one
Wait.
of our like after hour shows because
Didn't you guys bring us on?
because we're out of our
Not until
element.
7 o'clock.
Yeah. Our portion is at
our
7
domain.
o'clock.
Oh,
We will have
so
structure.
sorry. So
We'll-
sorry.
We'll have actual structure then, but I mean, we do have some things to talk about. I don't know if you guys. Well, nobody else saw it.
The Supergirl
I
show.
put it up. I put
mean-
up the Supergirl pilot episode, and even Rob, who let me lose Nerd Court.
He didn't let you.
Not just you.
no.
Excuse you.
I'm sorry.
Excuse you both.
I didn't
Y'all
want
lost
to-
legitimately.
No, the
you
hell
had
we did.
terrible arguments.
Well, you know what? The Supergirl pilot is good. How about
Okay.
that?
What were your initial thoughts of the trailer, by the way? Because I know a lot of people were kind of hating on it.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, it's like everybody was bagging on the trailer, like, "Oh, this is aimed at girls." So,
That's not a problem.
that
Well,
wasn't a problem for me.
Now,
no, Jason,
incorrectly aiming
disagree
it at
with that.
girls
That
is-
was not the thing because the argument was that not? It wasn't aimed towards girls. That wasn't even
I'm
particular
not talking
at all.
about the nerd court argument.
Well,
that
the
was
thing
a general argument.
The problem that I had with it was that it was just so like didn't feel like a comic book or like a superhero show. It felt
That's the
more of
point.
like it was like, oh, she's a fashionista, but she's also Supergirl. Like it was just kind of predictable.
Yeah, that
and
trailer
off.
was
Well,
not.
the thing
it was
is-
not good at the very beginning there.
No.
The thing is, that's what they're trying to do with it, and they've been doing that with other shows where they're trying, like, with certain ones, it's like, oh, this is a crime drama, but it has a superhero in it, and it's a way to get people that aren't into the comics, into the comics, and this is just aimed at a different demographic.
what she said.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a problem aiming it at a certain demographic, even if it means you have to go kind of rom-commy with it.
Yeah.
Because really, it's not insulting to Supergirl as a character because what the actual trailer showed, she's still awesome. Like she gets hit by a semi in the trailer and it just doesn't do anything.
She punched the hell out of a semi.
Oh, nice,
That
okay.
part was awesome. The thing is, everybody really focused in on that romantic part. That is such a small part of the series. We're talking like that out of a 48-minute episode. That probably was 15 minutes of it.
And they put it in the trailer, I feel like, because they had to sell it somehow.
Yeah.
Like she said,
Yeah.
especially to people who are potentially not into
See,
Supergirl.
I would have
this
been
female
okay if they
demographic.
hadn't have put it in, to be honest.
And
if it was
I
just
think
in
that's
there.
part of Supergirl's appeal. I mean, wherever the I don't want to say woman's movement or really what today's reflection of a female is in the current world, I think Supergirl is a great way to reflect that.
Yeah,
And
I think they portrayed
kind
her
of-
fairly well.
She kind of, I mean, there's she's Superman. She's got all Superman's powers,
Well,
but
it's not like she was standing barefoot in front of a stove in the show. Like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, when
like she
Supergirl
had
was
a
first-
job and everything. And
when
even though it,
Supergirl was first created, she was very homey. That's not the correct way to say it, but
she was a homebody.
We know what you mean.
Yeah.
She was a home. Well, and her interpretation has changed over the years. And I think if you're going to have room to kind of mold Supergirl into a new type of incarnation, she's the best character to do it with.
No, yeah, I'm totally fine with how they portrayed her. So let's get into Jason. You said you liked the pilot. You said you liked how they portrayed her.
I mean, like I said, everybody was making, it's a romantic comedy. That's a really small part of it. But also, she has a life. She hasn't been Supergirl. This is her first foray as being Supergirl. In fact, they touch on that in the series about why she hasn't done it. Because I don't know how spoiler I want to get with.
Well, see,
No
here's the
spoilers.
problem. It's leaked. So you're going to spoil a lot if you really say anything.
Well, okay, along with the Superman storyline, Kara went after Clark, and she was older. Cal. She was older than him on Krypton.
Correct.
Right,
But something
right.
happened, it threw her pod off, so she got here later than he did.
Right.
So he's already grown up into Superman, and she's roughly the same age from when she left Krypton.
See, the one part that I could watch of that whole thing was like the brief opener, and it was like, watch after Clark. And then I was like, I wonder how they're going to do this and like how she's going to like epically fail because she didn't watch after Clark.
Yeah.
And obviously, we just heard what happened.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, in the comics, she was originally sent to watch Cal.
Right.
But he got there and he ended up watching her. Well, there's also this point where she's like, we are Kryptonians. We're powered by, the world doesn't need me. Because, they've already got Superman. So
Yeah.
Well, see, that's another thing that I really like, and I feel like they kind of took an interesting avenue. It's not really an origin story, because it's not her discovering her powers. It's not her leaving Krypton. It's her deciding whether or not she kind of wants to use them or not. So it's not an origin story necessarily, but it's still, you get that beginning feel.
Yeah, and I'm glad we don't have an angsty superhero who
Yeah.
my parents
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
And she's
She's
not a
perfectly
teenager.
happy
My
and she's
city
well
needs to be
balanced.
saved,
Uncle
or anything
Ben.
like that. We don't.
I get enough of that, thank you very much.
I know, I'm so over. So done with that. I'm so done with the Spider-Man origin story.
Boy, Father's
I'm like,
Day must really suck for a superhero.
Just start.
I just feel
Oh,
like, I don't
God.
know. I feel like they really, really, I don't know. She reacts the way that I would react whenever I got to use my superpowers if I had any. I'd be like, yeah, I get to use them now.
and-
I'd be
yeah.
really excited.
And they do address in there how she hasn't really needed to use her powers for a while. But when it comes time for her to actually use her powers, it's for a reason. Like, if any of us had to we're in the situation, we would say, screw it, we're using our powers.
Can I ask you,
Right.
because one of my biggest questions was, she talked to that one other fashion guy. I don't know anybody's name, obviously, but she talked to that one fashion guy. She explained, hey, this is who I am. And then he helped her make the suit. How did he help her make the suit?
It's in the title, Fashion Guy.
Fashion guy.
That's his superhero name, his sidekick name.
It's a very,
Supergirl and Fashion Guy.
My name's Vogue.
it's a very short montage on that. It's maybe
Yeah, I get
5 minutes.
I get the vibe that she goes and
Pretty
does
much.
things, and then her costume suffers because of it, so they have to keep changing it up.
Yeah,
there's-
so
there's a-
so she goes out. She says she needs a costume. She goes to Cisco. I mean, this fashion guy and
Vibe.
Yeah,
Which, I don't know, I also kind of feel has a little bit of basis in realism, because it's like, no one's going to get a hit their first try. There are
Yeah.
going to be tears and rips
Yeah.
and, oh God, this doesn't
Oh,
work.
yeah.
There is an awesome kind of trial and error with the costume, which I like. We pretty much saw that in the trailer.
I absolutely love the costume, though. I really, really like
Oh,
it
yeah,
because
I'm
they
digging
took
it.
it away from the whole, like, because they were trying to make Supergirl like have some sort of sex appeal for like the longest time.
Yeah.
And I like how they gave her more of a conservative look. Like, she's respectable, and I really like that about her.
That was one of the things that I was reading after the trailer came out. Is, well, she's just so provocatively. I'm like,
That's
no,
provocative?
She's not.
Yeah, not
What?
comparatively.
Have you seen the comics? Come on.
Well,
That's
also-
provocative. We're grandmas.
Right? And like, also there's that little snippet in the trailer where she's like, no, I'm not wearing this. Because it's like really revealing.
Yeah.
Like, she even makes the decision to not dress, I guess, with a lot of skin showing.
To be fair, though, it is on CBS, and a lot of old people don't like to show their ankles. So
and see that's
My knees are showing.
they're showing shins. This is not pornography.
See, that's kind of my concern too, is because given that it's on CBS, CBS does skew very much older, and this is still a Greg Berlanti show.
Berlanti.
so- thank you.
I said it, sorry.
So it does kind of have that sort of teenage feel to it. So I don't know if this is CBS's way of trying to attract a new audience, or what, or if they're just realizing that their audience is kind of slowly dying.
Oh,
Dying.
damn!
I think I could really think of a better way to put that.
Well, don't mince words, Bones.
Wow! Wow!
You know what? Maybe it's a mix of both.
Can we, like, for just a quick sidebar, can we also talk about the fact that CBS is still not on Hulu and how that is very upsetting to
Oh,
me?
that's because they have their own thing.
Yeah.
What do
because
they
they have CBS All Access. It's $5.99 a month, $4.99 a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Where they offer their entire library.
Most of their audience doesn't know how to use the internet.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
and that's what
God.
I wonder with Supergirl if they're kind of trying to take that younger audience and drive them to CBS All Access.
I'll just
Probably.
DVR it.
Yeah. Well,
The thing is, I mean, they try. Oh, this show is aimed at girls. If it is, fine.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
nothing
why
wrong
is that
with
a problem?
I know.
yeah, I don't understand why that's a problem.
I mean,
Who's arguing that?
they're all the
Dude bros.
misogynistic, lowbrow mother that go off on Twitter. That's
Poor
Needs to make me a
babies.
It's like,
sandwich.
seriously. I mean, as the father of a young female nerd, I need this for my kid.
Oh, yeah.
So bite me. About,
Lizzie is pretty much, your daughter is probably the most empowered toddler I've ever met in my life, by the way. I just
is
want you to
awesome.
know that. She's
I was going to
amazing.
say, as the father of a young male nerd, he needs this too.
Yes, and she is. And mind you, when she's fighting in this series, when she's BA, she is BA.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That's what I said in the last one. In the trailer, she just looks like a bamf. It's not like, oh, I broke a nail. She is ripping up.
I mean, of course, there has to be a part where she's going to encounter somebody who is more powerful. Because can I just go ahead and reveal what the kind of B story is with it?
Spoilers.
Well, this is how they're establishing it for a long-term show.
I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah, okay. Well, one thing that I
Okay.
like about it, though, as far as the trailer, what it did show was, how great the CGI was.
Yes.
And
Yes.
especially for television, it kind of looked like it would be on Man of Steel, the movie,
the flying scenes are great.
Yeah.
And I like good flying
Yeah, I think that was amazing, and I think that's a testament to how well the show will
And
do.
that's so tricky to do, especially with a budget for a TV show. I mean,
Yeah.
Flash has pulled it off really well.
Keep in mind,
Yes.
this is a pilot. So the budget
Sure.
for a
Yeah.
pilot is going to be much bigger
Agents
than
of
Right.
for
S.H.I.E.L.D. look really good in the
episode
pilot.
episode.
Oh my
yeah.
God, yeah.
Glenn's got a point.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
So yeah,
It's
that was
just going to
probably-
be her on bad green screen next episode. You
And
can see the
it's all
green
going to look
outline.
like the Christopher Reeve movie.
Yeah.
So- But yeah, that was probably like a $4 or $5 million pilot. And we look at an episodic budget, it's probably less than half that.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I can see that.
I have a question.
Okay.
It's
Ben, your hand is up.
completely nothing to do with the show, but I wanted to get pizza orders from everyone.
Yes, yes, and yes.
Do we not have commercial breaks here?
Hey,
No.
You know what I want,
Okay.
our
Ben?
buddy Matt Rocks from North Texas Comic Show, who drew that lovely Psykill with the "Show me your selfie stick." He's joined us in the chat.
I saw that on Facebook.
I'm going to frame that and put it in our studio just because they got me. They got me. I did not see it until I sat down and was like, damn.
That was hilarious.
Ben, you know what I
was-
want for pizza.
I've already ordered that one.
Okay, good.
All right. Anybody else got any pizza ideas? that they
you know-
want?
you know-
I
I'm
got to
not
leave
thinking.
early,
Yeah, you
so
gotta leave
I'm
early?
going to take
Okay.
myself out of that.
I'm all about purity, pepperoni.
Ben and
Pepperoni?
I have pizza synergy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking Cora home, so
As long as there's not anchovies or like weird shit on
Put
it,
Damn
anchovies
it!
on
That's
the
what.
pizza.
Yeah.
Okay. Anchovies it is.
Okay.
I will hurt you.
Oh,
And don't forget
so
to put the
violent.
weird S on there too.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Glenn. What about you? You're just pepperoni, right?
Sure.
All right.
Pepperoni,
See, all about
sausage,
purity.
Yeah.
All about
mushrooms,
purity.
peppers.
How about pepperoni and pineapple, everyone?
Ew.
For
What
the
is this
second one.
pineapple thing?
Okay, that qualifies as weird crap.
That's
Yeah.
not.
No, it
That's not
doesn't.
purity.
Okay, pineapples count in the realm of no because they make me sick.
What are we in Hawaii?
Never mind.
I
Don't
like
do that.
pepperoni.
That's not American.
Not American.
Look at that in Hawaii.
you want Hawaiian pizza? You can get it.
My country.
You want,
Hawaii is part of America.
I was gonna say my
think that's
brain
the
is on
point.
fire now.
If I can't drive to it, it ain't part of America.
They do have interstates.
I was gonna say you can drive to Mexico
Hawaii?
and Canada.
In Hawaii.
So
America.
I just completely just
Okay, when I put in Google Maps to
Left
get from
turn
Texas
this
to
entire
Hawaii,
show.
it says to take a kayak to Hawaii,
That's badass.
or just drive through the ocean.
I fucking love that. I'm
So
sorry,
anyway-
that's amazing.
now that
Anyway.
we've steamrolled that segment,
So overall,
Thanks, Ben.
So overall, and without revealing anything else for Supergirl, which there's so much I want to say, and I wish y'all had watched it. But even Rob, in our chat, when he saw it, he put, "Oh my God, I think I actually like this show." after saying it would probably be crap on Thursday on our show.
It's all a matter of opinion, dude. So until we see it, there's not really much we can
I
say.
think you guys should watch it.
Yeah.
I definitely,
we
the
will.
trailer made me want to
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah.
And then Rob proceeded to shower his girlfriend.
It's true. Watering can.
I wish he was here to take this.
Be like,
He'll get me back.
honey, is that water?
He'll
No,
get me
girl,
back.
that's KY jelly.
Okay, let's.
You're welcome.
I'm just going to back away from the mic.
No, you're not.
Okay,
You're
so-
already there.
First time we actually met on the Nerd Show, there was Anime Fest, right? Oh no, we actually met at BotCon.
Yes, we met at BotCon.
and
that is correct.
because we're Transformers fans, we go to stuff like that. But I think the next time was Anime Fest, and y'all were just walking the floor, and we had the table in the middle of the floor, and you just like walked up to. I was like, "Hey, come on over here, man."
Yeah, we were like, okay, we don't want to, come in and take over their podcast or do anything. I was like, no, come on over, sit down. No,
He's been very inviting.
no, that was North Texas Comic Book Shows where you did that.
Mm-mm. I did it at North Texas Comic Book Show and Anime Fest. Actually, Anime Fest, you didn't have anywhere to sit down, but I did say, come on over, and I was like, hey, it's been from the Nerd Show.
Yeah.
But then North Texas Comic Show, where Christy groped Lou Ferrigno.
Never going to let that one go.
Hear the story. What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can retell this story.
Oh, yeah,
if you
because
like.
the
Right ahead.
SCNS Live fans might not know this story.
Okay, so
Christy,
I'm trying to
fed him
remember.
up.
I really did. I grabbed his booty. So anyhow, we are taking a picture with Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, we
after-
did an interview with him.
Yeah, we did an interview with
Right.
him, and after the interview, we're taking a picture with him. And keep in mind, this is like one of the very first big interviews I've ever done. So I not only did I get to interview Lou Ferrigno, which is really cool. He was so nice. I was like really, really happy that it was over, and kind of like most happy, I guess, that it was done with. And because it was my first interview, so I was like really like, I hope I don't mess this up. In any case, so I wasn't really just thinking about anything else but like, oh my gosh, I'm so relieved, that kind of thing. So we get up and we're about to take a picture with him, and I go to put my arm around him, and he's like this bigger guy, and of course
He's
I'm
huge.
5'1". He's an enormous guy, and I go to put my arm around him, I'm like, oh, and I move it up, I'm like, that's your butt.
And then he was like, do it again.
Like I put my arm around him, and it was right at his butt, and it was like a ripe tomato. It was nice and firm, and I can say I groped Lou
Ripe
Ferrigno.
tomato.
I saw it, and to Lou's credit, he didn't move an inch.
No,
He was just like, yeah. I mean, he actually looked happier, like, cup it.
I would have. If it would have been appropriate, I would have. Because
I don't know how it would have been appropriate. In an appropriate moment, I would have grabbed his butt.
hey, you know what? He's a built dude. He's stacked.
He made
but
me
yeah.
feel bad about not working out, because he's like, what, 70 now?
Yeah,
man.
he's up there, man.
And he
That's-
doesn't look like it.
He looks fantastic.
Yeah,
And
I'm,
he's so
I'm-
young.
I'm standing next to him when we did our interview with him, and I was just like, I'm trying to be professional. I'm like, this old man could beat the hell out of me. He could probably bench press me and 5 others.
Yeah, he's a beefcake. He is a huge dude.
He made me
But he
want-
was such a gentleman and so nice.
Oh, yes. I the best part of that whole show was when Chris and I were arguing DC versus Marvel, and I made a point about the Hulk or whatever, and you just hear Lou Ferrigno from across the room, "You're damn right."
Ha!
And I'm like, should I even continue, Chris? Because Lou Ferrigno just said I was
That's
right.
it.
Yeah, right?
Check and mate.
Jason,
probably-
Jason just taps out.
Just quit. Because,
Wow.
but that goes back to what we were talking about. Back to the whole why DC's television is killing it more than Marvel's television.
Because they're better.
The characters are relatable.
Better.
Greg Berlanti.
Well, the characters are relatable.
Better.
And what? Anyway, their movies are better. Anyway,
I feel like we
True.
should have some serve since we are doing the SCNS Live segment right now. We should have serve between Ben and Jason over Marvel versus DC.
oh, we don't.
I'm loving this idea.
I think this is a
No,
great idea.
we don't need to do that.
Yes,
because
we do.
Jason
That's because
would
you're bad at-
lose so
no,
bad.
no.
You're bad at arguing, Ben. You know this.
You said this is SCNS Live's portion, and this is one of our segments.
He's technically the showrunner on our show.
Right.
The
I
thing
should
is,
probably do this.
the thing is, both parties have to agree, or else it's not really that fair.
All right, please explain what this is going on for all
Served?
the.
All right, let me
Yes.
explain to you what Served is. So Served is basically, like Jason said earlier, it is our nerd court. So you have two opposing views.
Okay.
You have one who thinks that Marvel's better, the other that thinks that DC's better. And then you have usually a jury, which would be the chat room, or, whatever. Could be this panel on the couch right here. And then you have a judge. So then...
Well, the thing is, there are so many universes to argue right now. I mean, there's points where I will agree DC is doing it better on TV. There's points I'll agree Marvel is doing it better in movies.
This is not a clear cut.
And I'll say comics, they're whooping DC.
Jason, this is the most passive argument you've ever had. Like, this is the first time
There were
that
three-
you... No. This is the first time that you've ever... Like, an argument's come up and you haven't been like, I'll fight. Like, this is the first time that you're like, no, I can... I can see both sides.
It's so broad. We have to choose a narrow
You have to
view
narrow
in
it
order to.
down.
I think we were talking about TV. It was the one we were
You want to
talking
do
about.
TV?
Well, honestly,
Well, also, we have a lot of fans of our show that are DC and a lot of fans of our show that are Marvel, and I don't think it would be very good to be like, oh yes, Marvel's better, and then all our DC fans get pissed off.
It's all
or
about
vice
the
versa.
argument.
Oh no,
If-
they won't
if
get
he
pissed
gets
off
better.
because I'll win.
That's
but-
what I'm saying.
well, see,
it's all about the argument.
It depends on what we will be arguing. Because Marvel Comics characters have always been more relatable than DC's.
I would give you that point.
Okay, then. Now, as far as their TV, they're making these characters relatable because they had to use more obscure characters like Green Arrow and actually turn him into Bruce
Well,
Wayne.
it's like using Iron Man with the Marvel Cinematic Universe as kind of a gateway.
But Iron Man is more relatable.
He's a guy in a suit, and we have technology that could potentially be Iron Man armor right now.
They are currently working on that.
Yeah.
Which I think
But
is a
in
bad
real
idea.
life, Tony Stark is a
I think that's a
self-important
cool
D-bag at
idea,
times.
but also scary.
I want that.
He-
scene.
Okay.
Which, that's Tony Stark. What do you want? He is a self-important D-bag sometimes. He's good at what he does, but...
I was gonna say, I feel like you guys are on the whole just kind of agreeing with each other.
Well, no.
Yeah, we're kind of dancing around that
but
right now.
Marvel,
I know.
Marvel
This
cinematically...
is not dramatic at all, and I'm very upset.
However, Marvel cinematically is whooping DC, and I can just go to box office for that.
That's true because no. Jeff Johns.
Here we go.
Well, let's go topic to topic with this then.
Glenn, we're getting it. We're getting it.
All right, here we go.
This is so good.
Now, what I'm saying was, that's right.
Anyway,
I will give you that the cinematic universe is immensely better and better, well prepared, and better. It fits together better than I would say what the DC attempt will be.
I think.
Because right now the DC cinematic universe is only one movie. We only have one movie right now.
Pretty much non-existent at the moment.
Correct.
Yeah.
We have one movie to base everything off of,
and a lot of trailers.
from what we've heard, and what we've seen so far as trailers and gossip, it's not looking good. And honestly, why is DC not copying Marvel more in that respect?
Because they want to make it dark.
There's no jokes.
Because Christopher Nolan.
That's brooding. Well, I made this argument on the show this past Thursday that I feel like DC has more of an uphill battle to climb just because of the Nolan universe. You've got how well Batman was done, and then you've got the characters that were done so well, and they're like Joker, and now you've got Jared Leto coming in here trying to do his depiction, and a lot of people are hating it.
And we've never seen his depiction.
It's true.
We've seen his look.
Right.
Hey,
But
we
haven't
have seen his depiction. There was a leaked video of
I watched
him
that
portraying
video,
it.
yeah.
How
Still
was
no
that?
voice though. I want to see. I want to hear
He's
the
got
voice.
like the swagger of Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow,
yes,
kind of.
I
Yeah.
completely agree with that.
That is dumb.
and so...
It kind of works
hacky.
for it.
Yeah.
It's tacky, but it works for it. I don't know.
I just have to get used to the grill part because I'm still not used to that. That's
Is that actually going to be in there though?
Yes.
So-
that leaked picture. Like, oh no, this is promotion. No, that
no,
was
his
the-
tattoos are there.
I knew the tattoos were going to be there. I wasn't sure about the grill
Which
though.
I'm not so sure. I like the prominent like how like, oh, I guess not prominent, but how like spot on they are. Like, it looks like something a fanboy of the Joker would have, and not the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
The forehead one's what's the one that's killing me the
Yeah.
most. That one's
That
killing me.
damage...
It looks
yeah,
like
that's
the
gotta
guy
go.
from Memento.
I like the meme where it's like they took that picture and they just put it on all the Home Alone boxes.
Yes. There we go. That's right.
Great.
But see, here's where I get pissed at Marvel. Because the 616 universe is now done. completely dead.
Every universe is completely
And they
dead.
are they're doing a reboot. Marvel has not in comics. DC does a reboot every 5 to 2 years, depending on how screwed up the continuity is now.
This is how apprehensive I am about Marvel, because this is really the first attempt Marvel has done for a comic book wide restructuring event.
Agreed.
And this is not DC's first rodeo, like you've said. The first time they did this was 1984.
But see, DC does it so frequently. It's like like continually stabbing somebody. Eventually, it's gonna hurt less.
I mean, it's gotten to the point where events they've
Are we
done
sure
it, like,
about that?
So it's gonna
I'm
hurt less
like,
because
is
they're
there
dead.
an
they'll
experiment
die.
that you've done that
Eventually, they
we
don't
should know about?
anymore.
That's a shh. It'll all be
Anyway,
over soon.
like I said, DC fans, they're used to it. They complain, I don't want this new 52 crap. Or I don't want Zero Hour.
True.
Or I don't want Crisis on Infinite Earths.
0 Hour was okay.
Or whatever. And eventually DC just keeps remolding the universe. But Marvel has done that continually with characters. Nobody's ever complained, well, that much, when Wolverine's costume changes or any of the X-Men, because they've gone through costume changes throughout the years.
Big deal.
No one's ever complained. I mean, when Spider-Man went to the black suit, they went, I hate this black suit. When he went back to red, I want the black suit back. Captain America's
I
look
like the
has
black
changed
suit.
throughout the years, so has Iron Man's armor. You change one thing, you put pants on Wonder Woman, the fans lose it.
That's not the issue I have with Wonder Woman.
Put that heifer back in underwear. Like she can wear some pants. It is 2015.
Although they are also they're hating on the Superman look too. So
Superman has got a
Just saying.
t-shirt, jeans, and riding a
I'm
motorcycle
just saying
now.
that people are hating that.
He's exactly dressed like you are right now.
I'm not Superman.
Are you-
I would. Okay,
there have been some arguments.
let's be realistic.
You've said some
I would
things.
not be super. If I was Superman, they would try to find a way to stop me. I don't have the temperament.
You got
It's true.
You got a point.
That's true. The whole I will not kill that. That's
That's out the
There
door.
will be random cars just flying into the air, and people are like, "Well, that's Jason Dilworth again."
I
Super
want to.
Jason just hates traffic.
Yeah, I'm going to quarter the market on flying car insurance.
He graduates from
Do you
flipping
have
tables
Jason
to
the
flipping
X
cars.
insurance?
I just like that any depiction of you, especially like you're gonna have a wanted poster at some point, because honestly, like I can't picture you necessarily being a superhero because you're just gonna be mad.
Oh
at
no.
people.
There are things that I feel very strongly about, and let's face it, if I had superpowers and you're a bastard, I'm gonna come find you.
Hey, there you go. But I
let's be fair.
picture every depiction of you as a superhero, just with the crazy-eyed look that you do.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of a Hancock feel off this right now.
Let's be fair. Anti-hero, not necessarily a
There we go.
superhero.
Yeah, there it is.
Anti-hero.
You're not a villain.
I feel like I'd be before Congress explaining myself, and then I'd be like, "Why am I here? I got powers."
Table flip.
Blast through the roof.
Table flips would be awesome.
Table flip.
Oh my god.
It
Super
would
table
flip like
flip.
20 times.
Yeah, you
Flip
could
into
flip them
orbit.
into the next room. Like
It would flip 20 times and then land perfectly back as it was before.
Just I'm thinking
Everything
about
landing on top, all in order.
I'm thinking about like you being in front of Congress. Most of them would probably be dead because you punched them in the face.
Look, I'm not going to kill anybody just because they disagree with me. I'm not. I mean, unless it's Marvel DC thing.
The day that Jason gets powers, I feel like I'm gonna have like a dead horse head in my bed when I wake up the next morning.
Matt,
I'll be
you've been warned.
like, oh God, he's got powers! Damn it!
you know, Matt, if I develop powers, you would be the guy that I would give the secret to stop me. How's that?
Oh, thanks.
I'm just playing. Ain't
But then
nobody
you
gonna
go
stop
kill me.
me.
Hey, we're counting on you, Matt.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, what about me?
Hell no. You would do it just because I had an argument with you.
I would not.
Yes, you would.
I do love
That is
the.
a lie.
I love the fact that you're gonna trust me with it, just because you know I'm not gonna just use it for the hell of it.
Well, I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be fake. It's gonna be one day you use. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I lied.
Damn it! This is sugar
1, 2, 3,
water.
He's spinning this web of deceit.
Why didn't I test
So
this?
anyway, beyond me having powers, but okay. I would be a realistic person that would have powers if I was a comic character. Superman.
You would be Deadpool.
No, because I don't really need powers for that per se.
Yeah, that's true. Just the healing.
I mean, I know how to shoot a gun and throw knives at people.
So you're Snake Eyes.
and wise.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as like, I don't think anybody is responsible enough to have. That's the thing about Superman. He's too unrelatable because he is just. Superman does not have problems. Okay.
No, he's
Superman
a Boy
is
Scout.
Superman is basically comic book Jesus.
They have
Yeah.
to dumb him down or power him down to make him relatable.
Well, yeah, there was an interview with Stan Lee where he actually came out and said he was like, yeah, like when they came out with Superman, the reason why most people didn't like him was because of the fact that he wasn't relatable. That's why I like to make characters who are. You can, you know, they have a backstory. For Superman, they had to create a reason for him to, like, for you to care because of the whole kryptonite thing. They had to create a weakness for him because they had nothing at that time.
Because nobody likes a story where there are no stakes.
Yeah.
Like that's what makes it realistic.
Yeah, it's boring when there's no
that's
stakes.
why look at why.
Which is why
case in
Bleach
point,
sucks.
1992 or 91, when the whole Doomsday thing came about, which they overuse, by the way, right now in the comic.
Well,
but that's why every once in a while the comic book industry will creep into mainstream consciousness, just like it did back then. As like Superman will die. See, I told my dad about this, and he's like, "I don't like that. Superman doesn't die." I'm sorry, but hey, he's going to die. I'm going to buy the book. That's the whole point.
And it did sell incredibly well.
Yes,
if memory
it did.
serves.
I mean, collector's editions went out.
Yeah.
Then he came back.
But characters
Because they
like
all
A year later.
Because it's comics.
But characters like Spider-Man, he's got problems outside of that suit. The X-Men, everybody hates him. Cap lives in a world he's not very familiar with. Iron Man
Cap is still the Boy Scout, though.
Tony Stark is about as flawed as you can get, pretty much. And he's got a really powerful suit in his hands.
Bruce
Those
Banner,
characters
dude.
are relatable.
Let's not forget about Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, and this is why I'm going to let
I don't think you ever
pass on
forget
this.
about Hawkeye.
I do.
Hawkeye is
I
a
don't
man
ever.
that launches arrows next to a guy that can destroy a planet with a hammer.
He's a walking human disaster. He falls from buildings, and he's probably the only one of the Avengers that actually uses the insurance plan all the time.
Probably, yeah.
That's what I
Is
loved
that
about the
the
second
flipped car
Avengers film.
insurance?
Is just that he was the most relatable one in the film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why he's my baby. I mean,
You're right.
Do you have
I told
pictures
her-
in your wallet?
I'm surprised he's not in a suitcase you brought back.
I told her on the way over, I was like, I'm surprised you're not dead. Because, like, I'm driving back and I'm like, she's telling me about everything and how it all went. And I'm like, man, like, I thought you were going to die from the adorableness. Like, you were just going to either that or attack him, with hugs. And then they would have to, like, taser her off.
Let's set this up. If you follow Cora on Facebook, then she went to Comic Palooza this past
She
weekend.
did.
And she got to meet her man crush, which is Jeremy Renner.
yes, I did.
I want to hear all about this.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Actually, give us a rundown of what was Comic Palooza like.
Yeah.
Well, it was gigantic. Oh, my God. I've never been in a...
Where was it held?
George R. Brown Convention Center.
Thank you for remembering words.
You're welcome. I'm Houstonian. That's the only convention
I
center
saw
that's
it
worth
on the
knowing
side
about.
of the building for 2 seconds when we were coming out of the parking garage. That's it.
And then you're like, who cares? He's in there. I got to go see him.
It's like, who cares? I gotta go get my badge so I can see my baby. Except I didn't say that.
I think
Out loud.
anyone who was on crutches between you and Jeremy Renner got knocked over.
Honestly,
They
If I
spun
found-
around and
She's
fell
toppling wheelchairs out of her way.
Yeah.
if I
Small
found
children.
out, if I found out that Rob Paulson was going to be at a convention center, I would be doing the exact same thing.
See,
So
exactly.
I know exactly where you're coming from. I'd be like, I don't care. I'm gonna speed there.
She would shove me out of the way first.
Yeah, I would just get out here.
Look out, Glenn!
Yep, he's there. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
But I got in line at like maybe 10:20 because I was like within the first 2 rows of the line because that's how obsessive I am. Because I also
For his autograph or Q&A?
for his autograph, he didn't have a Q&A. Oh no, my mic went away. There it is. No.
For his autograph, not Q&A.
Hold on.
Oh no, now the other. Wait.
There you go. You're good.
That was weird.
Keep going.
But he didn't have a Q&A. Marvel was supposed to have a panel, but it got canceled, and that goes into something else with the con itself. For
tell.
for damn sure. Yeah, we're gonna go off Renner for just 2 seconds. I'm sorry. The con itself, while it was bigger and had really, really nice volunteers, like super nice volunteers, was so unorganized that it was bothersome for everybody. We were looking in the packet, like, because they had like they had a program you could buy for $5 that was all shiny and pretty,
Sweet.
or you could just have the free pamphlet over here that I think had the same information. Or you could download the free app for your phone. Since I was only going for Saturday, I wasn't going to bother downloading the app on my phone because I would be deleting it on my way home anyway because I didn't plan on coming back unless, I don't know, they brought Jeremy Renner back. Well, maybe. Because...
What are you doing?
No.
Jason!
Jason just broke the show.
Whoops.
Stop doing a third thing.
And it totally shifted the camera when I did it, by the way. Sorry.
Jason
Good
can't
job.
multitask. He can only dual task.
Yeah, right. No.
But
Let me eat pizza now. Explodes.
But I heard someone in line saying, because I didn't know when his signing was. Someone in line was saying, "Oh, hey, they moved his signing from 1:15 to 10:30." It's like, oh, sweet. I only have to wait like 15 minutes probably. Or no, 10:45 is when they moved it to. I only have to wait like maybe 15 or so minutes, and then he's going to be here. And then I started. Why does it keep doing that?
Because it's dumb.
I started having like not a panic attack, but an excited attack, because I didn't know how to handle the fact that I was going to be in the same room with Jeremy Renner. And then 10:45 it happened. He wasn't there yet. 10:50, 10:55, he shows up, and he walks by, and there's a gap in the curtain, like front, like, you know, they have those curtains behind the tables. There was a gap in the curtain between him and Kobe Smulders, and he walked by with his sunglasses and Starbucks, looked, and then just kept going. Didn't even come to the table. And then the security test chased him. I was like, oh, they're probably gonna go tell him. Probably gonna go tell him. Hey, why does it?
Keep going. You're good.
Take my mic and I will fiddle with yours.
Okay. Probably going to go tell him, hey, your signing's over there. But they never came back. And we were making the joke, you know, Renner shows up 15 minutes with Starbucks. And then we were waiting. It's like, well, maybe he had to use the restroom. Maybe he spilled something on his pants. Because, I mean, he probably did just get off the airplane. Maybe
I'm sure that led to a whole new line of thinking that you can just keep going over.
I didn't.
Glaze over that.
I want them pants.
I could give him my pants. We could switch.
Jeremy, take off your pants and take mine.
I'm going to point out right now that he probably can't fit in my pants.
That's probably for the best then. Just no
Yeah.
pants.
Who
Yeah.
wears short
That's kind of where I was going. I was being a little more subtle
Anyway.
about it.
Wow, I
So
went off.
the con,
I'm going to stop talking.
But yeah, but,
I just get people off on
basically
tangents.
that happened, and then volunteers came out and said, "Hey, by the way, he's doing a private signing right now." Then afterwards, he's going to be doing the photo ops that he's scheduled to do, which one was a set of 3. It was him, Kobe Smulders, and Stan Lee, and then just him and Kobe, and then just him. It's like they're going to be doing the photo ops after that, after the private signing, and then after that is when he's coming over here at 1:15. Turns out, because, you know, everyone that was there for the photo ops, which basically the entire VIP line was like gone. Like, that's kind of nice to see, because it was full.
Nice.
Now it's gone. And while they were gone, because I stayed, because I wasn't about to leave. I'm like, no, I'm at the front of the line. I'm not moving. I actually got to move up. I actually got to move up closer, so I was like 5th in line.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
So you get him while he's fresh.
Before he's tired from everyone.
Kind of.
Because he already did the private one.
Yeah, he already did the private one, the photo shoots, and then the entire VIP line got to go before anyone else did.
All right, screw that.
Yeah, but I still got to stand there and watch him while he signed it.
So you're just soaking him in?
Well, it was really fun to watch
Can you
him
blame
interact
her?
with people.
almost
touch
but
I can almost touch him. I can almost touch him.
But the thing that was really annoying was we overheard the volunteers, and they were like, okay, so here's what happened. Turns out whoever was updating the app updated that the 10:45, 10:30 signing was public, or they updated it to the public, but that was a private shoot, or that was a private thing that was for special people, probably like con staff and everything. And they weren't supposed to put that on the app, and the only reason it got put on is because they can't read public or private, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, now I can't be mad at them because it's not them. I can be mad at the con and whoever did that.
Damn.
And no, the panel, no one told anyone about the panel, because I asked a volunteer that was at the Renner table. I heard that there was there was going to be a Marvel panel, and she's like, you know what? I wish I could tell you, but I honestly don't know because of how many changes the app has already gone through. And this was only on Saturday. It's going on
Wow.
until tomorrow.
That's
And-
Gotta have that
frustrating.
stuff nailed down a couple weeks before the show.
Exactly, and like they already extended Renner's signing until like 4:45 to kind of make up for that. 'Cause
Right.
they felt bad and everything. But that was the thing I had against the con. Like, the volunteers were so nice. I've never been to a con where the volunteers were this nice.
That's a welcome change.
Yeah, it's a nice change of
It
pace.
is. But I've also never been to a con where I had. Okay, there was one door I was waiting at after I got my badge, or wristband that I apparently still have on my arm.
You don't want to let it go, do you?
ew.
I just forgot to take it off.
I was
got
going to
home
say,
and
did Jeremy
crashed.
breathe on it?
I hate wristbands. They're just full
No.
of disease.
Oh,
Give
that's
me
a
a
bummer.
badge.
He touched the picture though that
Oh.
he signed, and I won't.
You're going to put it on your pillow.
Yeah.
Or on the
No
pillow next to
picture?
you in bed.
Really, no picture?
Good night, Jeremy.
With you in hell?
I'm surprised, actually.
Yeah, I
Okay,
saw
the
that
photo
too.
op with him was 165.
Oh
Good
my
night.
gosh.
And the okay, now I would like to in his defense, apparently every time a con brings any of the Avengers, that is a set price. So
he didn't even set that price. It was set by whoever does the media.
It was
for
set
the
by like
Avengers.
the comic authentics people that authenticate all the signatures and everything.
Who are very greedy, apparently.
Yes. Well, his autograph was $150.
And if you're looking at $300 plus,
Yeah. Oh no.
Anytime I hear something like that, I just think how much whiskey I could buy.
His VIP pass
Depends
was
on the whiskey.
$450.
What?
Yeah. And there was like at least 80 people in that line.
God.
These people are crazy.
that is banking right there.
Like you've got to be super stalkerish to pay that for it.
They
And
just paid
it
Comic
came-
Authentics mortgage.
It
That's a
co-
PlayStation.
Okay, I'm really glad that my man crush was not in a blockbuster movie. I'm gonna save so much money if I meet him.
Well, Jeremy's only one of my man crushes. I have many. But apparently
He's the
they're all-
biggest.
Collect the whole set.
I mean,
See, I always thought he was like the most prolific in your list.
Well, yes, he is, but
let's go
he
back
is.
to this $450.
Yes,
I could literally go buy a PlayStation, which will probably last longer than Jeremy Renner's career.
No.
I'm sorry. Oh, I am. Okay, that was mean.
Really?
That was
Damn,
mean.
bro.
I'm sorry, that was
Damn.
mean.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Fight.
I will admit that was
I was
mean.
going to say, are we going to get our serve now?
It just popped out. I'm sorry. That was me.
Damn.
However,
His career's been going on for a while
PlayStation
already.
5 will
Thank
probably
you
be out
very
within
much.
like the next 3 or 4 years. So come on.
Okay.
But okay, so the upside to it, because I was reading what came
Somebody in
with
the
it.
chat room agrees with me.
I was
Going
reading
there,
what
Optimus.
came
Rob,
with
are you
it.
watching?
Because
Our
I
buddy
was like,
Xander.
I'm not paying it, but I want to know what you get with that to even justify it.
Right.
You get a photo op with him, you get his autograph, you get a choice of another autograph of like Kobe or Stanley or one of the other people.
Some Kobe Smulders.
You get a special you get like a special collector's comic book that he signs as well.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so you get a whole like
So you
grab
can
bag.
potentially get your money back on eBay if you
And-
really
and
wanted
a VIP
to.
You really
bag.
could, yeah. No kidding.
Oh wow! So,
So,
the
like-
450 is it's
It comes with enough stuff that you could justify if you had the money, but I'm poor. Like the autograph was halfway a gift from a friend of mine. I paid half of it, and then she paid the other half.
Right.
Because it was a gift, and two, she wanted to watch me freak out in line, which she thoroughly enjoyed me standing there going, "Oh my god, he's going to be here in like 10 minutes. I don't know what to do."
Why
I
did no
think
one
I'm gonna
record
fall."
this?
I know. I was going to say,
Because no cameras.
I got to see that.
Well, no, okay. When I was freaking out the most, Kobe was already out,
Right.
And so they were really nice about it too. They weren't like, "Don't bring out your camera." Someone would have a camera out, and if it
Anyone
was
around here would have been like that.
yeah, and they were
Yeah.
like, hey, no camera, no pictures, and they'd put the thing away. I mean, oh yeah, by the way, the Fonz was there. I didn't know he
Henry
was
Winkler?
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Winkler?
He came over to Jeremy's table, was like, "Hey man," and was just having a chat with them, and then someone was like, "Oh my god, the Fonz."
I want to.
My
I
brain
would
is
have loved to
imploding.
see that.
I want to hug that man.
He's so goofy and weird, and I love it.
Right?
And someone was like pulling out their camera phone to take a picture. Like, "No, you can't take pictures." But I'm trying to get the Fonz.
It's the Fonz and Hawkeye. This
Well-
picture will happen.
And
Should
Robin.
have happened.
It was a picture when it was the Fonz walking away, and they're like, "You can go to his table and get a picture," because he didn't have the little no picture sign.
But Jeremy Renner won't be there.
I know, but because half the reason a lot of cons have like the no pictures, it's not unless it's like William Shatner, it's not the actor. I went there. It's usually comic authentics being no pictures because it's not authentic or it's not like licensed and you didn't pay for it.
Yeah, it's more the you didn't
So,
pay for it thing.
You paid to
Yeah.
get into the dang con.
Yeah. Like,
So you paid your way to at
But if
least
they
be in
can
the same room
squeeze-
with these dang people.
If they can squeeze every little inch of revenue out that
Then
they can.
will.
Oh, yeah.
Now this was one thing I really did appreciate with the volunteers because we saw him walk by again when he was going to the photo ops because where our line was where all the celebrities walked by to go to the photo ops. So we got to see like all of Gotham walk by. We got to see Stan Lee drive by because they had him on a little cart.
Excelsior.
It was really cool to watch them go by, and then we were all just all tired of standing there. And we like even when Stan Lee went by, there was like 5 people in.
So overall, but you did have some complaints against Comic Palooza, which I want to hear that.
It was mostly the unorganized
Well, it's
Use
not,
your
it's
words.
not at the volunteer level. It was the
It was at
management
the
level.
con
the
level.
oversight
Yeah.
level.
I mean, like the pass was very affordable. It was a 1-day pass for $35. Like
Oh, that's really good.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
and it turned like if you were buying the passes online, like a 2-day pass was like $10 cheaper than buying just the weekend pass. So it means like we could just buy the weekend pass anyway. And like, especially for like a one-day pass being $35, and that was Saturday. That's a really good price because I only wanted to go for Saturday anyway, because that's when stuff I wanted was going on.
There you go.
But just the unorganization was so bothersome, and you could tell that the volunteers were tired of it, and they were trying to be nice about it.
Right. But they're probably sick of the disorganized atmosphere
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So
And
I feel for them because it's not like volunteer. The keyword, they're not getting paid for it.
Exactly. And I was standing at one entrance when I got my ticket because I wanted to be, and I was like second in line to get in there, and right in that door was where you bought the tickets because you, for their big guests like Stan Lee, Kobe Smulders, Haley Atwell, things like that, they had a booth where you bought a ticket.
Haley was there?
Yeah, she was there on Friday.
Haley Atwell.
I love how Ben, like, every time like a female actress is mentioned, she's like,
No, this is Haley Atwell. That is different. I love her.
like, man, he's just gonna get the VIP thing. So he's like, Kobe's woman.
I'll be on the corner.
I told Rob this one day because he posted something about if you're deathly afraid of spiders, you will find one in your bedroom. And we worked together. So I went over to him and I was like, the thing you posted about the spiders, I'm deathly afraid of Haley Atwell.
I am deathly afraid of
I am deathly afraid of her. Okay, I'm scared to death.
I can't handle it in my bed.
Why?
Haley? Oh,
Why?
man, Haley is just,
I wish she'll show up in his bedroom.
It's something about Haley I just love, damn it. I don't know.
I'm wondering why you're scared of her.
He's joking, so she'll show
you
up in
missed
his
the joke.
bed.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the first
joke
part
went-
of it.
I was
Joke
gonna say,
was,
see,
if you're deathly afraid of spiders, you'll find one in your bedroom.
I say there,
I'm definitely afraid of Haley Atwell.
there's Matt, and there's the joke.
Yeah, these things just go right over his head. Yeah.
I break TikTok.
You could have made a Drax argument, or Drax comeback right there.
There is nothing over my head.
Hold
Too
on,
fast.
hold on.
I would catch it.
Keep in mind, Ben, she and I switched mics, so
I know.
Okay,
I know.
Yeah,
I'm trying to fix it right now.
she's bad luck.
Regardless, we have our big con coming up next
we do.
weekend, Fan Expo. Are they even calling it Dallas Comic Con
I
anymore?
don't think so. They
They're
think
calling
they've just
it
been
Fan
saying
Expo.
Fan Expo now.
Everything is
Fan Expo.
everything is saying Fan Expo or Sci-Fi Expo or Fan Expo.
Yeah.
To the
It keeps
volunteers,
switching.
I want to warn. If you see a large black man with a camera on his shoulder, do not get in his shot.
Do not do it.
Just-
Rob will kill you.
Go to the side of the camera and try to get his attention because I swear, Rob is like one of these incidents happening from throwing somebody.
He's a powder keg. And like
Former
yeah.
Marine. Actually, there is no former Marine. Marine.
Yeah.
You're one of those for
Yeah.
Yes.
He,
I just
Ben, I don't think her mic is working.
I can hear it.
I don't want anybody
No one else can.
to
I
be hurt
can't
from a
hear it.
misunderstanding. That's all.
yeah.
And I don't want Rob going to jail.
Here's my issue. Whenever you have a media pass, it is the most annoying thing whenever a volunteer comes up and says, you can't take pictures or you can't take video. No, I got press. I've got media.
Yeah.
Yes, I can. Like
That's such a hard position to be in.
literally.
No,
No,
I will
okay,
give
the
it to
thing,
them.
the thing is, if it says no pictures, that also means press unless you're there as Comic Con press, like you're with the convention.
Well, the William Shatner
I
thing
don't
was
like
funny
that.
on Sunday. When
Oh, that was awesome.
well,
yeah.
that was just great. That was
y'all
an
know
added
about the
bonus.
Shatner incident? The Shat-
What was that
Oh,
about?
God.
Hello.
So we interviewed Megan Fallenbach, who was the voice of several characters off was Dean.
She
Total
was
Drama
on
Island.
Total Drama Island. She was also on Sweet 16.
Yeah. Well, she was sitting next to William Shatner, and she is so nice.
Yeah, she really is.
nice, and was hitting on me too. Which
Great.
was strange.
She loved
It
your
was
freckles.
hilarious.
Yeah,
She wanted to
she was
eat your
turning me red.
freckles.
She wanted to lick every freckle off your face.
Yes,
She
she
kept
said
saying
that
that.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
really
Anyway,
weird.
but
That's
let's
She
kinda
was
weird,
saying
yeah.
it because
Hey,
it made him
my wife
react.
watching this
Yeah,
show.
it was
Shut up.
hilarious.
Anyway,
His cheeks were so bright red. It was hilarious.
Anyway, so
like,
I didn't
they
know
looked
they
like
would go red.
They look like giant red tomatoes. Like it was awesome.
Giant red
Anyway,
freckly
let's get on with
tomatoes.
the
Freckly
Shatner story.
tomatoes. Brown
She's very
freckly
sweet.
tomatoes.
Oh,
It's happening again. His cheeks are getting red like
I will throw things up. Anyway, so we're getting ready to interview Megan Fallenbach, and Shatner's handler like comes over to us and is like, excuse me, no video. And we're like, okay, we're interviewing this lady right here. Okay? And I kind of wave them off, and we just see William Shatner's face. He is pissed.
Well, you weren't going to take
Yeah.
video of
And the handler
me?
goes back over to him, apparently tells him, he looks at us and gets up from his table
He
and
left.
walks away.
Yeah, he's straight
So
up
we were
left.
like, we just pissed off William Shatner. her.
Yeah. Well,
I feel accomplished.
Well, here's one thing too that's was really surprising. On a whole line of like nothing but voice actors, at the end on a small little booth was William Shatner.
He wasn't even with the Star Trek people.
Yeah, not even with Star Trek, which was on the other side. Not even on one of the bigger booths that had like, you know, Firefly and all those guys. He was on just one on a tiny corner, and it was hilarious.
That's because they all hate him.
To be
right,
completely
but he's just sitting there just like looking like a petulant child, like, I hate my life now.
Well, you know what was really funny? I didn't even know he was there until I almost walked into his freaking table. I was just like turning in the corner. Oh, whoops. There's an empty table here. Who the hell's sitting here?
Okay, I have a question.
Oh, it's William Shatner.
I have a question. Was he breathing through his mouth?
I don't know. We weren't paying any attention to him.
We were talking
Maybe
to
that's
Megan
why he was
Fallon
mad.
about it.
I loved waving off his hand. I was like, well, we're interviewing this young lady here, so.
I like that he needs a handler like a wild animal.
And I actually did the motion of.
Didn't we mention something about how she was more important? I feel like, or that was implied. I think it was implied.
I think it was implied.
I think I said something about you're interrupting my interview with this person here.
Okay.
I love that.
Like, excuse me, I'm trying to work here. What do you? I don't care. Go away. And I did actually. I'm just glad I got to do this motion because I'd never get to do that.
Oh man, yeah, that's such
Go
a
away.
dismissive motion.
Okay,
Just like,
that's fine. Get on. Go on now. Get on with
Go
yourself. So, but just the fact that he looked over at us, made eye contact with us, got up and left. I was like, damn.
I think
he
that
That's awesome.
just ticked off William Shatner.
Well, that weekend, he was just having a horrible weekend as it was, just because Megan Fallenbach also just kept pranking him as well.
yes.
Like sitting next to him.
yes.
She
Because,
sent him over an autographed picture of herself.
yeah.
And was like, to my biggest fan, William Shatner.
It wasn't just that. Like, it was
awesome.
actually like the Star Trek episode they had done.
on 16.
Yeah, on 16 they did a Star Trek episode, so she signed it, gave it over, and she's like, it said, "Yeah, thanks for being my biggest fan." He looks at it, and then the agent like looks at him, and he's like, "Who is this from?" And he goes, "Her."
He said,
and he goes,
she said, I could
thanks."
literally see him say, "Who the hell is this?"
Nice.
That's awesome.
See, Jason, did you and William Shatner have to go get a sushi?
A sushi.
See,
Bury the hatchet.
That's a running gag on our show.
what's great about the idea of William Shatner getting mad is William Shatner and my dad look very similar.
Yeah, they do.
So whenever I think of an angry William Shatner, I think of like an angry version of my dad.
Wow.
Which, I mean, honestly, if I were to see William Shatner get mad, I've seen my dad get mad before, and I love my dad, and he's adorable. So I'd just be like, whenever I see William Shatner getting
I-
mad.
Isn't he also like your height, Christy? William Shatner?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's
Tiny.
tiny.
And
Yeah,
I
tiny.
will admit, when he looked over at us for that split second, I did give him a look like, yeah.
What?
What are you gonna
For
do?
a second, I was like, I just pissed off William Shatner.
I hope we.
What are you gonna do about it, Billy?
Should I have gone
Billy.
like, what's up? What?
Billy Shat.
I really.
Mad, bro?
I really hope we have another moment like that this year, because I mean we had such a great time last year. We talked to Manu Bennett. We had
Who was so damn cool.
so
with you.
amazing.
So
Love
awesome.
Manu Bennett. We also got to talk to all those voice actors. You
Sean
know, on
Schimmel.
that line. I can't. Veronica
Taylor.
Taylor,
The voice of Ash.
incredible. Seriously, the sunniest disposition you could
It was
ever
like the
meet.
sun
And Monica
shone
Rial.
on Veronica Taylor's
Oh yeah,
table.
Monica Rial as well.
Even,
Yeah.
even the internet was better over at Veronica Taylor.
Oh, it really was. We were having so much internet trouble that entire day. We're like, God, we can't get signal anywhere. No service. We get to hers. We have like 4G. We were like able to check everything out. Everything was
My phone had
amazing.
full
All my
signal
text
where
messages came in, and my acne cleared up. Veronica Taylor is just so nice. Her
She
and Monica
was.
Rial.
Yeah, they were both
Monica
amazing.
Rial was my favorite because I just wanted to take her home.
When you
She
got
was
her name
so
right,
cute.
she cheered.
She did.
You got her name right the first time.
Yeah.
She goes, "Yay!" And we were like, "This lady is so awesome."
And
Yeah.
she, like, her normal voice is so high pitched that everything she does is cute. She could stab me and be like, "You're dead," and I'd be like, "You're so cute."
And then it stopped hurting after a
Yeah,
while.
I was about to say, it's not going to hurt after a while.
Well, see, it'll hurt, and then I'll go over to Veronica Taylor's table, and then I'll be healed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the moment you see her, it'll just be like, gone. You're good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we were able to fill out our portion of this broadcast.
Wait,
on
it's
SC
over
Is this a
already?
challenge?
Well, we got to. Well, no, because we're going to go with your. Now, I
That's
will
right.
admit, there is a format on you guys.
There's a little bit of a
I've
format.
been a guest
Yeah,
on
I
you guys'
don't-
show every now and then. Matt, if it was not for Matt, our show would have no format whatsoever. Matt puts
Yeah.
together a show rundown and is like,
All right.
follow this.
Here we go.
Oh, thanks.
And welcome to the Nerd Show, streaming live, nerdvilleradio.com. Well, we're not on Liberty Talk FM, are we yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
First 5 minutes.
That's right. This is the first 5 minutes. We are joined in studio this evening with SCNS Live. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing very well. Yeah, excited.
Everyone answer at once.
We have a full house tonight. It's going to be good.
We do.
We
6 nerds up in the room.
Oh yeah, we formerly just last hour we were on SCNS Live on their podcast, and that was a really good time.
Yeah, we also simulcast on Nerdville Radio as well, which was a lot of fun. And we'll have Liberty Talk FM join us here in about 5 minutes. So that was a lot of fun. Now, I did manage to order pizza.
Great.
Got that
Yay.
done. We got our pizza, Christy, and then I ordered just a large pepperoni for everyone
Ben
else.
and I are pizza Twinkies.
Yeah, we have our pizza, and it's fine. But we were having some very interesting talks about Comic Palooza this past hour, which has been a lot of fun. Cora swooned when she was over Jeremy Renner at Comic Palooza. There she goes again.
There's the
Yay.
giggle.
She's still high. She's
Yeah,
still high on it.
She's not going to come down for
No.
like 3 days.
No, 3 years.
I was about
3
to,
years.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was about to say that's too short.
By the way, this whole video thing is awesome. Apparently, my wife and son were watching at home, and my son, he's 2, he kept pointing at the screen and screaming, "Dada, Dada,
Nice.
Nerd Show!"
Well, and you bring up the next point is we are streaming on SCNS Live's YouTube video feed.
I also want to apologize to your 2-year-old's ears. I did say a couple of cuss words, and
You
I
did.
am very
Yes, you
sorry
did.
about that.
I'm sure he will
SCNS
say them
Live.
nonstop when I get home.
Hey, look, when you have Rob on SCNS Live, it doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want. So we
gotcha.
don't really
Man,
have
that guy's
like a
got
language
foul
barrier.
Mouth, man, I just horrible.
See,
You would never say those words, Jason.
since
ever.
we used to be over the air, we kind of have that filter built in.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that
We've
stuck
got
with
that-
us.
that-
And I'm still on the air every day.
Yeah, the
That's
so.
true.
FCC
That's
thing.
true.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I am programmed to not curse at all.
Wait.
I'm so squeaky clean.
I can't curse now.
No, we have to stop. Can't curse now.
You can
Watch
say
your language.
You can say hell. You can say damn.
Gosh darn it.
Hell damn fart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Language?
no f bombs.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
That-
I know.
You know-
Whoops.
I can't bleep you either.
This
Yeah.
is my second time on
Yeah.
this show. Like the first, you're gonna forget about this. The first time I was on your show, it was your 3rd episode, and we were on 1190. It was
Oh,
because I
that's
worked
right.
there.
That
Yeah.
was right
Yeah.
before I started on, wasn't
Third
it?
show.
Yep.
I know you did a commercial for us.
I did a commercial for you guys as well, and
Yeah.
I was on like the 3rd episode because you were like, "Hey, I need some sort of panelist." I was like, "I'll do it. It's fine." So yeah, I came
Yeah,
on.
because you just happened to be there that
I
Sunday.
just happened to be there that night. Yeah,
That was great.
yeah.
Also-
so I'm happy to be here again.
I'm going to go back and listen to that
Slick.
show now.
You should. Yeah.
You know, Glenn's been posting on Instagram,
I
the
have
Nerd
been.
Show Online. You
I'm
can go
gramming.
follow. Yeah, you are gramming right
Nice.
over here. And it's funny because he posted a picture of you and I talking, and you were telling about the encounter with Hawkeye, it says. And honestly, you know, I love this picture because I look so ridiculously uncomfortable. It reminds me of C-3PO. Like, I'm so stiff in this picture for
I
some
look like
reason.
I'm yelling at you.
Sit back. Chill.
I love.
I don't
this-
know. You're kind of singing in this one. I'm not sure.
No, Christy, you don't understand how amazing he is.
And I'm just like, I'm like trying to assist you. You know,
I
with
love
my
that
stiff-
picture
I
so much
wanna see
because
this
you get
picture.
you get the good side of my arm and my leg. It's really nice. Like,
Yeah, you look
You
quite
know?
fuzzy.
Yeah, it's quite nice. You do
Really-
a really good job of that.
really
Only
captures
getting
it.
my arm and my leg. Thanks, Glenn.
If you want to go
Thanks for
check
that.
out,
No, it's fine.
check out the
this
Nerd
5-minute
Show online
buffer
on
where we can
Instagram.
just do this. I love this.
Yeah.
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much.
this is our BS. Get it out of the way. 5-minute buffer that we've got. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we usually spend this time talking about what we're going to talk about on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But we've already spent an
Well.
hour talking about stuff.
I have to turn
Yeah.
up Matt's transparency whenever I edit his videos.
Yeah, I am pasty.
No, it's not
You
that.
are very-
it's
yes.
all your hair.
Oh,
It
that
causes-
too, yeah.
He's like transparent through the hair.
I was gonna say, aside from Jason, we're like the pastiest group that could possibly assemble.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah,
Jason brings
it's
enough
true.
brown for the rest of us.
Yay, genetics.
Yay,
Not
melanin.
because you're outside.
Yeah, there's not enough to turn down all the pastiness going on right now.
You must be having hell over there with the white balancing.
I'm okay.
One time we had to white balance me on the show, and we used a sheet of a sheet of computer paper.
No,
I know
no,
that feel.
Rob uses a sheet of paper to white balance everybody.
Well,
No,
It's 'cause
no.
you're supposed
He used a
to.
sheet of computer paper to get the color right, and then told me to stand in front of it, and it's the best it's ever looked.
That's just
That is
sad.
awesome.
That's
Rob
actually
knows what he's doing.
Wow.
And the first 5 minutes is already over with.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Be serious, people.
You're listening to the Nerd Show, streaming live, nerdvilleradio.com. We'll be right back in 1 minute. There we go.
I was gonna say, are we still live streaming on the video?
Yeah, we're always live streaming on the video.
All right.
It's constant over here.
Yay! Hi, people. I'm not
So we're on like a commercial break or are we on the commercial break or?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. No, the best part is white balancing when Matt and I are standing next to each other.
That's amazing.
Matt's the way it goes on the computer. Matt's practically transparent,
Yeah. I'm a
and I'm just fine.
Yeah. You gotta turn the dark up on Jason.
I kind of wish my daughter actually got a little bit of the melanin from me because she's as pale as my wife. I swear, you can shine a flashlight on both of them, they'll sunburn.
That's I apparently spent.
I didn't say that to her.
Because man, when I put the sleeve up, whoa, oh snap, it's all Irish.
All right, here we go. 10 seconds.
Okay.
We're going to go straight to
Nerd news.
29. We're going to go 29 past the hour.
I don't know.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Ben, you be our clock.
They have commercial breaks. So
I don't have anything.
Oh, he's not hearing it.
I can hear it.
So are they getting this speed on the video?
He can't hear it.
They can't.
He can't.
Do you not use my spots anymore?
And you're listening to The Nerd Show, streaming live, nerdvilleradio.com. Also streaming Liberty Talk FM. A big shout out to Allison for having us on.
And video streaming where, Ben?
And you're not even up. Hold on.
Oh, Glenn. And his mic.
I can take care of
So
that.
much mic issues right now.
These mic issues are really just kind of like wrecking us.
I know. I'm
And
sorry.
weird.
Yes, if you want to watch the video stream, please go over to www.youtube.com/the Untitled SCNS.
There we go. As you've heard, we have Jason the X on the show tonight. How are you, sir?
What's up, man? I'm actually like doing stuff this time.
That's right.
I usually get to come over here and be lazy.
This is the
We're putting you to work.
Right.
dang it.
This is the long-awaited crossover.
Yes,
Yes.
we have wanted to do this for a while.
Yeah. We've talked about it for a while. And, since we kind of announced the other day that the Nerd Show is going out with style.
Yeah, we're going out with style.
Yeah, we decided to do this crossover finally because now or never. Yeah. And it's been great, honestly, so far. Knowing how the SCNS live part went before this, I'm really excited about our show.
Yeah, we've known you guys. Well, we pretty much started about the
Dude,
same time,
we've,
didn't we?
We're friends.
Man, what has it been like? Seriously, how long have we actually known each other?
was like 3 years?
Yeah, it was about 3 years, 3.5 years.
3 years? Yeah. So this was long overdue. I mean, we've all done guest spots. And
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we sat down together, but here's the first time we're all like in the same room. It's awesome.
Yeah, we
Digging it.
Let's see. We started about the same time, and we
You
actually
started before us.
did we?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Okay. Well, I know we met at the trenches because I think we met you guys at a convention at. I met you at BotCon.
Right, and I was just there
Right.
with a video camera, like I'm at BotCon because there's robots that transform.
Well, and that was the music that I used for that
I
BotCon
know!
episode.
I have the
So,
soundtrack.
yeah, I thought I'd play it for you, so it'd be a little bit of a nod to you guys coming over. We certainly appreciate it.
There are Transformers littered everywhere, by the way.
There are. I have Optimus here in
Do you
front
really
of me.
call that litter, though?
Yes.
Just the positioning, yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
I also call it art. And
I've
a
got
masterpiece because they're masterpiece Transformers.
We'll go with art.
Ah, nice.
But
To kind of describe everyone who is listening and hasn't gone over to the video feed yet, we have Transformers, yes, littered everywhere. We've got Star Saber over here, right?
That is Star Saber. Yeah,
Star
that's-
Saber, and we have Ultra Magnus also on your table. On mine, I have a very heroic Optimus Prime. And then we got Prowl, Bumblebee, Wheeljack, Sideswipe,
It's
and
unfortunate that Glenn's camera is
Smokescreen.
like higher than that.
Yeah, you can't really see them, but Glenn's got it over in the
can
nerd
you see
news
that
area.
table at all?
Nerds.
No.
The couch people, they got nothing. I didn't put anything on your table.
Didn't
I
put
know,
anything on
right?
the
We're
table.
bare over here.
Thanks.
No
I'm so
love.
sorry.
No
my
love.
goodness, can't believe this.
But that's okay.
no,
Jason-
it's
Jason is
okay.
going to
It's all right.
rectify.
We don't need robots.
There we go. Ultra
oh,
Magnus. Yay.
I love how he does it to cover Cora.
Well, it's actually like
Man,
on the
Jason,
it's
cover up
between
Matt.
the two
It's
of
not cool. Hey, Glenn.
From SCNS Live, we've got Jason the X, we've got Cora, and we've got Matt in the studio
sir.
with us. We certainly
Yo.
appreciate it.
Yeah, happy to be
You
here.
guys coming over. We had a lot of fun doing pretty much because we are doing a 2-hour broadcast, and this hour is our format, the Nerd Show, and then we were doing
our turn.
SCNS Live's format from 6 to 7 Central Time. So we had a lot of fun. It was just wheels off, is what it was.
I don't know I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I didn't create a show log. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I didn't
No,
know.
it was fun. We liked it.
Good.
Yeah, that's fine.
We got a little structure here, though, so I think it's about time we get to nerd news, though.
Yeah, Glenn, what's been going on with Nerd News?
Okay, so I've got some kind of, sort of casting news with Guardians of the Galaxy 2. James Gunn did a Q&A with Screen Rant earlier this week.
Right.
And he mentioned that there are going to be at least two main female characters. So we know that we're going to have Zoe Saldana as Gamora.
Right.
But then who's the other going to be? He didn't expand on it.
Karen Gillian's not going to be in the film?
Well, if
Nebula?
she is, I wouldn't see her as a main female character.
She's got to yell at somebody. I mean, come on.
Well, yeah, and can they just make her Scottish, please?
yes.
God,
yes.
Oh,
Her American accent is atrocious.
Yeah, just make her Scottish. But so he also mentioned that we might get a new team member in the Guardians.
Okay, well, let's run through the team members right quick. There's Rocket. There's Groot.
There's
Are we talking about the current ones?
Drax. Yeah.
Drax, Star-Lord.
Star-Lord. And that's
Gamora.
Gamora. And that's pretty much
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Well, who has been a Guardian in the comics? Does
Iron
anyone
Man.
know? Iron Man's he's done some stuff with Guardians before.
You bring
Yeah.
that up. James Gunn has hinted in the past that we could see one of the Avengers in Guardians 2.
I mean,
Yeah.
Iron Man fits. He's crossed over before.
Yeah, definitely.
The only thing that I
Gamora
see,
wrecked him, too. It
well,
was great.
That's true.
Yeah.
The only drawback I see with that is that they would end up adding like $30 million to their budget just to
Yeah.
cover his
No
salary.
kidding.
See, and plus, isn't there like a issue there with ownage rights and everything?
Yeah,
as well?
he gets he probably negotiated gross points or something, but yeah, he gets a certain profit share, and I think he's required to be in a certain size in all the marketing collateral. That's why,
Yeah.
like, when you look at the Avengers poster in here,
That's right.
He's in
Iron
front
Man is
center.
the biggest person on there.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
the one that I had thought of that maybe could be that new member. I mean, what about Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel?
See, we thought about that too.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I wonder though is the Captain Marvel movie doesn't hit until a year later. So do they introduce her in
It's a
Guardians
good
of the
introduction.
Galaxy?
Yeah, I don't see why there would be a problem with that, really.
But then do you end up spending too much time on her story?
Yeah, because
and
I
why
mean, if
she's
you introduce
there?
her, you got to have an origin to go with her.
Not necessarily.
Yes, you do.
No,
So what
no.
I did see is that Guardians 2 is going to be very much about fathers. So I assume we're going to talk about Star-Lord's parentage.
Yeah, they
Okay.
hinted at that at the end of the
I
movie.
hope so.
Yeah. So is there any room for that with Captain
Well,
Marvel?
not unless they do an Earthbound Nova.
The only one I'm banking on as far as like Quasar.
Quasar.
Okay.
Philovel, I would love to see Philovel because those
Okay.
powers are like the Green Lantern. I would love
Yeah.
to see that.
No, I can see Quasar.
Yeah.
Quasar would be good. That would be a good fit.
Are they going
Okay.
to have Cosmo as part of the team now?
Yeah.
I mean, they introduced him.
He's more administrative. He's got to run nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. He's like Shield of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. He's the Agent Coulson. He's Outer
Exactly.
Space Coulson is what that is.
Speaking of outer space, I've got another story, and Ben, I know you're gonna go a little crazy over this.
Is it good crazy or bad crazy? Or entertaining crazy?
Maybe all of the above.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What is it?
So Simon Pegg did an interview earlier this week. He was, of course, brought on to write Star Trek 3 after they booted Robert Orci.
Nah.
So apparently
Wah-wah.
he was brought on to make Star Trek 3 a little less Star Trek-y. And I'm like, can they make it less
Okay.
Star Trek-y?
Why?
I want them to expand upon
What
this
the-
because okay, are we talking like J.J. Abrams Star Trek-y or are we talking like normal Star Trek-y?
Yeah.
Or are they talking about just adding a comedic value into it? Because Simon Pegg does do that.
yeah,
true.
Simon Pegg is good.
Star Trek 4? That's comedic. That's Star Trek comedic right there.
Okay, here's one of the quotes. He said they had a script for Star Trek that wasn't really working for them. I think the studio was worried that it might have been a little bit too Star Trek-y. People don't see it being a fun, brightly colored Saturday night entertainment like The Avengers. The solution is to make a Western or a thriller or a heist movie, then populate that with Star Trek characters so it's more inclusive to an audience that might be a little bit reticent.
A Star Trek heist film would actually be really cool.
Yeah.
Ocean's 11, but with Captain Kirk.
Yeah. That'd be so awesome. See, so awesome. I want them to define what Star Trek-y is.
Yeah, I know.
What does that mean?
Because, yeah, if they're calling the J.J. Abrams movie Star Trek-y, I don't agree with
Yeah,
them.
like it's
one
just
bit.
going to be just a generic space movie after
Yeah,
a
it's
certain
just gonna
point.
be
If they
space
take,
action.
Yeah, if they take the Star Trekkiness out of it.
Oh, you're not.
You know, honestly though, as long as Zachary Quinto's in there and I get to look at his beautiful face, even though he does not bat for my team.
Oh.
No.
Sorry, Christy.
Well, sadly, we
sad.
know we will not
Well-
see Spock Prime.
I was about to say, I'm wondering because Leonard Nimoy is gone, if they're going to add somebody else from the original
Wait,
series.
well-
They're
no
finally going to get Shatner in
No.
there.
no, I don't think they want him in there.
I'm back.
This should be the first film where you're not relying on the old franchise.
Yeah.
I like that. Yes.
Yeah, because they've already introduced you. They've already bridged the gap. This
Nope.
should just be it.
Nobody else was on the ship with Spock,
Yeah, exactly.
so
Yeah.
no one is there.
No one.
Yeah.
There should be
Sorry.
no reason to.
Exactly.
But there should also be a funeral in the movie. to honor him.
Okay, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that. Petition right now. Hashtag Spock funeral.
I don't know. That might be too Star Trekky though.
Yeah,
That's-
might-
Yeah,
we don't want that.
I don't want to do that. I don't wanna
Hashtag
do
not too Star Trekking.
Hashtag not too Star Trekky Spock funeral.
You're all about the hashtags.
That's
man.
right.
So I have a little bit of Doctor Who news also. Moffat.
I think I know what you're saying.
Okay, Moffat did an interview earlier this week with the Radio Times, and apparently he had a chat with former showrunner Russell T Davies.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to hear
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Please
He's got a
elaborate.
fist fight with him.
Yeah. Right. Throwing a food.
So
Who is Clara?
so
Doc Brown's girlfriend. Now move on.
so Moffat said he thinks he's done with River Song, and Davies did not like that.
False.
He said, no, Capaldi and Kingston, it's a sex storm.
It would be.
Sex
It
storm.
would.
It would
Sex
be.
storm. Hashtag sex storm.
Oh wow.
The next name of the Sharknado movie.
Oh, God.
No, no,
Sharknado
no.
4,
No.
sex store.
You doing okay over
Christy,
there?
you got a face palm out of me on that one.
She got me at the perfect moment on that one.
Oh, nice.
Hooray!
Nice.
Right. You think about it, that's actually brilliant to put him in or to put those two together because
Yes.
and even in the first time you saw River Song in that library,
David Tennant.
yeah, with David Tennant, she said like, "Oh, well, this
much-
isn't the first time that you look younger now."
Yeah.
You know?
All the different faces that he's had. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Who says that this has to be the last? I mean, Matt Smith kind of sandwiched it, which was really
He
dumb on Moffat's
really
part.
did.
Yeah.
Because she could have had job security for like 12 years.
She's
Yeah.
so good too.
Yes.
She is.
Yeah.
Well, here were Moffat's thoughts. He said it depends entirely on whether we've got a good story. It's certainly not ruled out. I have a sort of worry about keeping anybody around in the Doctor's life for too long because he's the man who leaves. He's the man who outlives everybody. That's his story. In the end, it's the boy in his box and he's alone. In the end, if we have a great story, we do it.
I'm sorry, who created River Song?
Well,
That would have been Moffat.
yeah.
Okay, here's the thing that I've not been a fan of with Moffat.
where do we start?
Well, as a generalization, how about that?
Okay.
When he was just writing things episodically, like, he wrote Blink, which that terrified me.
Yeah.
It still does.
He
a
wrote
little bit.
the story, the Silence in the Library.
Silence in the
Yeah,
Library.
like episodically, he's a pretty good writer.
He wrote Are You My Mommy?
that one.
Yes, episodically, yes, he was a fantastic writer.
Yes,
Put him
thank
in
you.
charge of a franchise, and it's a freaking mess.
Exactly. When he becomes the head writer, everything gets screwed up. And I noticed it because, I watched a lot of the things he did episodically. I'm like, wow, these are really good. I should
Yeah.
start watching the show. And then my friend was watching an episode of Doctor Who, and I was like, what even just happened?
Yeah.
We can hear your typing.
And-
That's the thing, though. As far as his thoughts about incorporating her, if it's the right story about the man who leaves, I'm with him on that. Like,
Yeah.
I get where he's going.
However, if he's the one that's writing the story, and then I'm like, I can feel the hypocrisy.
yeah.
Here's my problem, though, Moffat, in a way, it kind of does make sense what he's saying, as much as I want River Song to still be in it.
Yeah.
Because, the whole story of River and the Doctor, the first time you see it, that's the end of them. And then it goes
Yeah.
to the part where it's the beginning of
it's
them.
kind of a Darth
You know?
Vader thing. You know where he's going to end up. So I'm like, really?
Yeah, so I'm like, how could they fit that in? But I guess, hey, if you've got the right adventure to throw her in
Yeah,
there,
if it's the right
then
circumstance.
sure, yeah, it makes sense.
I just wish they'd been able to write a few more episodes with Alex Kingston and David Tennant.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
scheduling and stuff.
Honestly, I wish Tennant would have stuck around for the 50th.
Yeah.
I wish he would have been the Doctor up to the 50th and then regenerated.
Well, Moffat apparently
I
wanted
still
to have
like Matt
more.
Smith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt Smith really grew into it, which I'm really
Yeah,
I'm really
it
glad
took
they
him
did.
some time, but
Yeah.
he got it.
Now, I'm going to say something. I want to see if anyone agrees with it. Moffat is more of a storytelling sprinter rather than a marathon runner.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
actually
Yeah.
the same thing my friend said, who's also a writer,
Yeah.
about Moffat's writing style. That's the
Yeah.
exact wording she usused.
Yeah, it's like he starts
Weird.
writing a story arc and gets 3 episodes into it and he's like, oh crap, where do I go now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daleks!
Let's just
Daleks! Cybermen!
Daleks. Now let's retcon everything and start over.
Yeah.
Well, Davies, I mean,
John Hurt.
He had
Davies had his issues.
He had, well, yeah, but as far as a story arc is concerned, I mean, he had a goal from like 5 seasons ago,
Yeah.
and you don't know it until it gets to that series.
Yeah.
You know, versus what we're talking about Moffat. I mean, who knows where he's going to go, but he's done at the end of the first series.
But timey-wimey.
yeah.
Oh,
Boy,
that
they
was
rely
so
on that.
horrible.
Timey-wimey.
I don't know where he picked that
spacey
stuff up from. Really, dude? Really? And then the whole bit where he's going into the TARDIS in the 50th. I don't want to go. Really? That's so cheap in his regeneration.
Yeah, it did.
God.
It did. So
I
if
like the
can,
Wi-Fi adventure. That was kind of cool.
yeah. So if I can insert some more rage into this,
Yes.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Yes.
Can I
Let's
talk
hear
about
it.
the Flash movie?
Yes.
Okay, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who they wrote and directed the Lego Movie, they're co-writing The Flash.
Okay.
And they said this week that they're pretty sure their Flash is going to be Barry Allen. Why? Why?
Oh,
Careful.
Is Grant Gustin in it?
No.
Should
Then
be.
it's crap.
Yeah, there you go.
There.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the way the other guy looks? Like his look?
I saw him.
I
was like-
showed you the picture. I can't. Like, I don't know. Like,
How many
You turned into a
memes-
white girl. You couldn't so hard.
I can't. OMG, I
I just can't right now.
Oh my god.
Grant Gustin are we gonna have with who the hell is that? Just
Ezra
I'm
Miller.
Barry Allen, and I'm the fastest man alive.
Now, to answer your hypothetical why, it's because DC said that it's all multi-universe. All of their stuff won't connect. They're all their own universe.
I know, but it's why not do like Wally West?
I was about to say Wally. Yeah, that.
Well, see, I didn't say it was that they were doing anything smart with
Well,
this.
yeah. Okay.
Just why?
I'll take your point on that.
I would have even accepted Bart Allen instead of Barry.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
Basically anyone except Barry. I would have accepted any
they're
of them.
just muddying their waters. Like they're
Yeah.
already doing that with Batman because it's been so ingrained in movie fans that the Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale Batman that's Batman.
Yeah.
And now we bring in Ben Affleck. And it's a mess.
It's too much too soon.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
Well, and to that point, I mean, you look at Man of Steel going into Batman versus Superman. I mean, how many
Yeah.
years is that in between that?
Yeah.
You know, and I hate that because it's like you've got that amazing story of Batman v Superman, and you're pretty much just saying, they want to fight, just fight them. No, Batman and Superman are friends, and it upsets me that they're doing this movie
Well-
so soon, and they should have done like, I don't know, Man of Steel 2, introduce Batman, and then kind of get Justice League going, and then do Batman versus Superman. But
Yeah.
that's
Well,
just me.
from what because we had this discussion on the way to Houston since it was a really long car trip.
Yes, it is.
Right by a prison, by the way, if anyone.
It's kind
I've
of.
been down that way
Huntsville.
before. I used to have an aunt that lived in Houston. I always be like, "There's the prison," as it passed by.
I still don't understand why there are horses next to that prison. Like, I feel like any prisoner
don't
could
know-
just hop the fence, get on a horse, and just start going.
I don't know why there's a gas station next to the prison.
true, yeah.
Because we stopped there. I'm like, oh, the prison's coming. Oh, wait, it's right there.
It's right there.
But back to my point.
Right.
Apparently, it's following a certain storyline, and they explained it to me, but that was days ago, and I can't remember all of it exactly. But apparently, everyone was to Superman saying, "Hey, we want you to build this utopia. We want you to build this city where we can be safe and everything." And the Superman doesn't. It's like, why'd you do that? And so they don't like him anymore. And then Batman sees trouble is happening. He hasn't met. I don't know if he's met Superman or not. And he goes to stop the trouble, and they fight or something. It was something like that. And if anyone's listening and knows the story and is like freaking out that I'm getting it wrong, I'm sorry. I was half asleep because I'd been up for way too long.
It's okay. It's okay.
And it was a car ride for 4 hours, and we didn't stop. And I was by a prison.
You're
my
distracted.
car ride to San Diego is going to be awesome.
Oh, you're driving out
Gonna
to
be
that.
just by yourself, right? Or is everybody else going?
I don't know.
I just see you jamming out, like drumming on the steering wheel. All the really good stuff.
That's one thing that I think Marvel has over DC, because they're treating the Marvel Cinematic Universe like, motion comics, essentially.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
you give everyone their own movie, and then you make the team up. The way DC looks at it is like, look at Avengers. Look at that pile of money they just made. We need to go ahead and hurry up and do that now so we can have that money too.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
they're not
No.
taking the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's I think why is of course Marvel versus DC. That's why we're having at odds. I agree with you.
Yeah.
The cinematic universe is going to be crap.
Well, yeah, they're not kneading the dough before they put it in the oven, really.
No, it's like we want that just large lump of dough that's kind of burnt.
You want the money, but you don't want to take the risk either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
want
will
to take the time and effort to create this, realm that
And
the money
it's a
relies
very
on.
interesting concept because Disney has stepped in, purchased Marvel Studios, and said, "You guys are doing good. You keep going doing that.
Yeah.
Fine.
You're successful in Disney purchases you.
But yes,
Yeah.
with DC, you've got Warner Brothers that has a more traditional way of looking at how they market and even make movies, and it's not working. It won't.
It's a
work.
very safe. We don't want to go too far outside of our comfort zone.
Well, I disagree with that because they want to make it all so dark and dank and everything like that. But Marvel, they kind of want to be brighter. They're not taking as many risks as say DC would.
It's kind of like the thing where they recolored the Man of Steel shots, and they actually added some color and not so dark. I would have watched that movie. My
Yeah.
brother would have watched that movie twice because I've only seen that movie once.
Yeah, I have too.
I have never felt the need to go rewatch Man of Steel.
I enjoyed Man of Steel. I did.
Have you? How many times have you seen it?
Well, HBO showed it a lot. I'm just gonna say that much. Showed
They
it a
tend
lot.
to do that. That's
Yeah.
how I saw Hollow Man like 12 times.
Stars did it.
How many
Stars
times
did it
did
with
you
Captain America: Winter Soldier. I watched that probably like 16
How many
times.
times did you watch the first Avengers?
First Avengers, I've seen probably about 8 times.
See, there we
Yeah,
go.
it's
You
about
just
8 or
made my
10.
point for me.
Yeah. Well, Epics also showed that
How many
like
times did
every
you watch
time.
the Dark Knight Rises?
I hate Dark Knight Rises. I love The Dark
There
Knight.
we go.
The Dark Knight is probably one of my
The
all-time
Dark
favorite
Knight
movies.
was good.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
treat Bane right at all.
No. Yes. Welcome to my darkness.
It must be more severe.
First of all, you cannot understand him.
I'm so sorry. I'm Tom Hardy.
I think I told you guys this story.
Max.
But after my wife and I went to go watch Batman, the Dark Knight Rises, we were just like in Target, like she's doing the Batman voice, I'm doing the Bane voice. Like, what would you like to eat tonight, my dear? Grab some
Okay.
chicken.
Speaking of,
I want some fries with that.
What about some asparagus? I don't like how it makes my breath smell, but it's okay.
fruit. I'm a fruit bat
And with us, it was a competition like who's gonna stop. So people in Target are just like laughing their asses off.
I'm loving the fact that your wife was Batman.
yeah,
Yes,
right.
it was Batman.
Of course.
It just
Should we
sorry.
get something for breakfast tomorrow?
It just makes sense because she always prevails.
Yes, it's true.
Oh, yeah.
Man, let me tell you something. Hold on, she's in the chat. I'm not gonna do that. Okay.
That's right. She, Matt, you are right.
Yes, and
There we go.
I love my wife. Well, I do love her. But
Well, speaking of Tom Hardy, whoever's seen Mad Max,
Yes.
the newest one.
I still need to
Best
see it.
movie.
I haven't seen it either.
Well, okay, I heard
Matt,
a little bit of Bane coming out whenever he was going, sometimes. Like, you could just hear it in the very end. It's like, he does kind of sound like Bane, just a little bit still.
Is Mel Gibson in it at all?
no.
No. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Like,
I just want a cameo or like his pictures on the wall or
No,
something. I don't know.
I
no,
loved
just it's
every
perfect as
single
is. Don't
vehicle
touch
in that
it.
movie.
I want to
So
drive a
good.
hedgehog car,
I want to
just a little hedgehog car.
sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say that like I still maintain that is the best movie of 2015 so far.
It's so good.
Obviously, December we might change that, but still.
I have a question though, because I have never seen a Mad Max film.
Okay.
Because they didn't look like my kind of movies, but after seeing the trailer and seeing all of the hype it's been getting, I really want to see it. But do I have to have seen the other
We're going to have to hold your thought through the break.
Yes, okay,
You
that's
are
fine.
listening to The Nerd Show, streaming live, nerdvilleradio.com, also streaming Liberty Talk FM. We will be right back.
That's right. Cora owes me a movie, so I don't know if I'm actually.
If I have to see the other movies, I'm not going to go see it yet.
Are we muted on the broadcast?
I did not see
We're still live on
Okay.
here.
Yes,
And I
yes,
still
we are
enjoy
still
it.
live
Okay.
on the YouTube channel. We are in commercial break on Nerdville.
So Cora owes me a
Yeah.
movie, and I wanted to be Fury Road because I want to watch it again.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
it's so
It
good.
was good.
Like,
Yeah.
I
You were right, Matt.
Thank you.
I told my dad, I was like, you need to go see this movie. I will go with you because I want to see it again. I really have to see
That's
this
very
movie
rare
again.
that you want to see a movie a second time.
Right, because it's a huge like it's an excursion for me to go see a movie where I live.
That's true. You're
Yeah,
in
it's a
Durant.
20 dang minute drive.
You got to drive to Sherman.
Because
yeah.
we live in Tumbleweed Land, and it's
That's what
awful.
you guys are renaming your city.
You have to go to
Tumbleweed
Sherman
and Shotgun Land.
Yes.
Lord.
to watch a movie.
I used to live in Sherman.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy that.
Yeah.
Who would?
Girl,
Living
move down
in
here.
Durant is just about like that, except we don't have
You have a
movie
casino.
theater. Yay! I don't gamble.
Is that
Oh,
Choctaw?
no. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
Choctaw.
Choctaw.
Yeah.
Gambling
Well, you know
Street.
what? We have a casino, and they're about to build a movie theater and a bowling alley and put that all in there. The thing is, though, is if Choctaw puts on movies anything like it puts out concerts, it's going to be movies that came out like last summer. Because they only play like
And it'll be
old,
like $30.
washed up bands. Yeah, and it'll be $30 because they only play like really washed up bands most of the time. Like yeah, they were huge at one point, but really, I mean, only the old people in the town are going to want to go see Leonard Skinner.
That's a question is when they
I don't
fly these
know.
people
I
into
would
like
go see
major
Leonard Skinner.
airports, you've got either Dallas and then drive an hour, or you got Oklahoma City and drive an hour and a half.
You know, I don't mind
Or
being
Tulsa.
a hop, skip, and a jump to Dallas.
Who
It's
drives to-
just
who flies into Tulsa.
Durant sucks. There's nothing to do there. The only thing that makes it a college town is that it's got a college in it.
Which is like
yes,
Sherman.
that's the
there's a market
definition.
for us.
Well, no, I'm talking like college town is in. You know, a
Making
lot of
a
college
theater.
towns are geared toward college students.
Like Stillwater.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a college town. We are a
Or
college-
Norman.
Yeah, we are a college town in the sense that there's a college here and
I guess this is a town.
a dozen places to eat. Like more than a dozen places to eat. Oh my god! Seriously, Durant's great if you want to die or go eat because all we have are funeral homes and restaurants.
The McDonald's there is really
So
nice.
Matt and I can make some
And then the
money
Budget
with,
Inn
like,
right
a
next
Studio
to it.
Girl
That's right.
franchise.
Yes. We're going to build a Studio Movie Girl franchise now. Hell yeah. I am into that.
And name it something cool.
Studio Movie Girl.
Oh, okay.
That's how a franchise works.
Not Studio Movie.
Y'all be quiet.
Yeah, I just put not on the front.
Not Studio
Well, you,
Movie Girl.
you know
other-
that there was a coffee shop that opened up called Not Starbucks, and Starbucks couldn't sue them because it was a parody.
No, yes, I saw that actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm
Thinking
back to the Eddie
We're
Murray.
doing
Let's
this.
do this. Yes.
Chrissy, I need
All right, 1
buildings.
It's about
Yeah, you gotta
I
go.
gotta get going.
Okay, well, you just want to leave, and then we'll say, "Oh, he left because he's a douche."
I'll say bye. Okay.
You're not important enough.
That's what you wanted to do.
He doesn't want to take a picture of me. He wants me covered up
Wait a
with
minute, you ain't got to go to work
Transformers,
tomorrow.
but I
Why
think
are you
I'm
leaving
important
us?
enough.
Yeah, why are you leaving us
Why
if you don't got to work
You
tomorrow?
ain't got to go to work tomorrow. Why are you leaving us?
Girlfriend, date,
Never mind.
birthday.
Reasons.
never mind.
Got it.
He has to shower his girlfriend.
I have to shower my girlfriend.
Go, Glenn. Go, Glenn.
That's right. Thanks.
I owe
I
Alex
feel
a gift.
good.
I owe
I'm
Alex
now
a
getting a
gift, by the
picture.
way.
Oh, that's fine. That's no worries.
I'm going to get her something.
Okay.
That's just the way I roll.
Okay.
That's what he
Booze
rolls.
always works.
Of course. That's why that's what I'm going to get her. Here's some booze.
What kind of booze?
Good. good
She
booze.
loves wine. Wine is that's her drink.
I can't help her
10 seconds.
Drank.
because I don't
I
know
actually
what
have,
good
I have a
wine
nose
is.
for wine. I can figure out something good.
She used to tell me whenever I would buy her
right,
something,
here we go.
she'd be like, just give me the one with the cool label.
You're listening to The Nerd Show, streaming live, nerdvilleradio.com, also streaming live, Liberty Talk FM. This is the Nerd Show SCNS Live crossover event. We are currently up video feed up on youtube.com/the Untitled SCNS. That's SCNS. That's Sierra Charlie. What's N? I can't remember.
Jason, you were in the Navy. You
Yeah.
know these things.
Nero. November.
November.
Sierra, Charlie,
There we
November,
go.
Sierra.
And everyone's already forgotten by now, so I don't care. All right. Anyway, you can go to the Facebook page. You can find all the links on the Nerd Show online. So there we go. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the topic. Well, we didn't have. Do we have a topic? Yeah, we're going to be talking
gonna talk
Flash.
The Flash.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
we
but
were
first,
talking.
Speaking of
I
that's right.
I gotta go.
Yeah, Matt's
Matt,
got to go.
along with our compatriot Rob, you got to
Yeah.
go make sure your girlfriend feels loved.
That's right.
Matt, thanks for coming out, brother.
It's a date.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys
Hey,
for having
do,
me.
do you need us? We can help you on the date.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Yeah, you just have us going on the phone, and
my
we can help
God.
you, and we can stream it. It'd be great.
Oh, my God. That'd be amazing,
Yeah.
guys.
It's
Just
like-
have the earpiece.
Say this next.
Yeah, we should definitely. Because, I've been with her for so long that I don't know what to say. So I'm going to need you guys in my ear to be like,
and then Ben.
great. That's great. I love that. Yeah.
No, and then
I
Ben
won't
and
say that.
Jason start fighting, and you start cussing her out.
Yeah.
It's like a scene
It'll be
from
just-
Short Circuit 2. It's awesome.
Yeah.
See, I was gonna say
But I
Cyrano
don't
de
want to
Bergerac,
punch her in the
but
face.
I don't think anyone else
Yeah,
knows
I'd be
that.
like, be like, no, I can't do that, guys. I can't abort. I can't punch her in the face. I can't.
Hashtag PYITF.
Now smell her a little.
Hashtag PYITF. Punch you in the face.
Punch you in the
we go.
face.
By the way, before
All
we
right.
get to the Flash, I do want to answer her question. No, you don't have to see the other Mad Max movies to
Okay,
go
yeah.
see Mad
Oh,
Max
no,
Fury
no,
Road.
you're fine.
Okay,
No, yeah.
excellent.
I
mean,
didn't see it whenever I went and
It
saw
really,
it.
I mean, I've seen the other Mad Max movies, but it's been so long that I forgot about them. So, I mean, really, you go into it and you get what happens. The movie makes you accept the world pretty quickly. So, yeah.
Okay, that's all I
also
needed.
Wikipedia it as well. No lie, you
No.
could Wikipedia it and
I am
read
a
it.
purist, and I must watch them all.
Okay, I'm just
It must stand on its own.
Exactly. Except, no, there was one franchise that I was like, no, I'm not even gonna bother, and I can't remember what it was now.
Must have been important.
Yes,
Nah,
you've
yeah.
forgotten it. That's why.
In any
Matt,
case.
get out of here.
I'm out. Okay.
Leave
Bye,
away.
guys. Bye. Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate
Later,
it.
brother.
Oh, we
I'm
lost
trying to
the-
think what.
We lost.
Oh no!
The
We lost the
screensaver's
special
gone.
screen.
Dang it!
The screen has not been saved.
There we go.
Now it's
Now we're
been
good.
saved.
Text bigger.
Now we're good.
Yeah, we tried that.
Yeah, it's as big as it's gonna get.
Wah, wah.
Thank you.
You needed that.
So,
Flash.
The Flash.
We finished season 1 of The Flash
Yes, I finished this afternoon.
on CW. Yeah,
I'm
you
proud
had
of
a
you,
marathon,
Glenn.
dude.
That was an epic ending.
I know. It was awesome. I loved it.
Matt's doing his goodbyes on camera.
Well, they've been building up the Reverse Flash for pretty much the entire season, and we finally get to see. Well, it's not exactly a showdown, but I would say like the first 5 minutes where they have that conversation between Harrison Wells or what's his
Eobard Thawne.
Eobard Thawne, yes, where they're kind of in there. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the love. I appreciate it.
Ben gets hugs.
Fuzzy
All right.
hugs.
Later, Matt.
Bye.
Give Alex my love, man.
The door should be unlocked, so you're good. Hey,
There
it's
he goes.
outside, everyone. That's
I
awesome.
honestly thought I was gonna look out there and there was gonna be like a downpour of hail and storm.
Yeah, it's been like that for like 3 days here in Dallas. It's
Exactly.
insane.
We don't have a drought anymore. So,
No, we have a flooding problem.
Until next week when we have no rain.
well, the problem is our lakes and stuff are not up to. I'm going to get into a nerd topic there.
They're over level now.
No, they're not, because there are trees and vegetation that have grown in the time that there has not been water there. We're
Is that why
still
bridges
under.
are flooding?
We'll get to
Yes.
Flash in a second,
Anyway,
everyone.
So
Yeah.
back to Flash. Back to
From flash flooding to Flash.
Nice.
Nice segue.
ah,
Good.
good.
I like
dig
that.
it.
I'm a professional.
Yeah, long distance high five.
Anyways, Flash. Cool. Yes. Yay.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed the season so far. I mean, it's that's one of the things you do when you have a superhero show, especially a serialized TV show, is that you can get real hokey real fast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And-
It's easy.
And there's. Sorry. Go ahead.
You have your suspension of disbelief, or you can go a little bit more realistic with it. And I think, yes, if he's struck by lightning in the right circumstances, you can do super speed. Other than that, it's just a normal show.
Yeah, well, they tread a good line between that because, when we watched the pilot, they were very upfront about it when they were like, look, in order to follow me with this story, you have to believe in the impossible.
Yeah.
And we're like, you know what? Okay, I can go with that. So they've tread a good line between the fantastical and the realistic.
Yeah, that's always a real hard line to
Yeah.
follow.
The other thing that's difficult to do is to it's really easy with superhero genre to get into the enemy of the week sort of mentality.
And that's really, really hard to do, especially because you want to do that in your first season.
Yeah, and they do that to some degree, but they still have the arcs that they stick to. Like they introduce the rogues,
Yeah.
and we see them come in and out every now and then. Obviously, the main plot through the first season has been the Man in Yellow.
Right.
And we finally, as you were saying, Ben, before we got rudely interrupted by flash floods, that we got to see
I'm sorry.
we finally got to see the culmination of that, where Barry and Eobard acknowledge who each other are,
Right.
and get to talk about it,
Yeah,
and
there-
kind of come to terms with it.
There's so much deceit going on. I mean, we know who Harrison Wells is when we first introduced Harrison Wells. And then we go a couple episodes, and we find out when Reverse Flash finally shows up. We find out in that episode that he is the Reverse Flash. It's getting to the point where everyone realizes it, and then finally Barry and Eobard have that conversation. That's what we've been waiting for the entire season.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad it's the first honestly, that's probably the best 5 minutes I've seen, is that exchange between the two.
Yeah, and the two of them together as actors are really good with each other.
Man.
What I liked is we still see that Barry is too green to be dealing with a villain of this level.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get
'Cause
casual too.
We don't know how long Eobard has been active as the Reverse Flash. You would think that he has been a thorn in the Flash's side in the future for quite some time.
Well, yeah, because he said, what was it? We've been fighting for centuries.
Exactly. And Barry has to now deal with this when he's been, what are we talking? How long has it been Flash? What, under a year?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's not even running along the same history line that it would have been had Eobard not gone in and maybe like kind of given him more direction before he was ready for it as well.
Yeah,
Just about
well,
vibrating between, vibrating through objects
Yeah.
and running up walls. Whatever trick that he has learned with his speed has pretty much been thanks to Eobard.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's been his whole purpose this first season, is to get Flash to the point where he can access the Speed Force and then get home.
Yeah.
And that's been his whole motivation for the last 10 years that he's been Harrison Wells.
Yeah. So essentially, what they've done is they've taken Barry as the Flash.
Yep.
And he has essentially had to live, 30-something years of history in the course of a year.
Yeah.
Like, try just even imagine cramming all of that experience into your head.
But does this make him a better Flash overall? Because, I'm sorry, the final episode, the one part at the end got me, damn it. I'm sorry. That when he, when his future self...
Yeah. I guess we shouldn't spoil too much, but... Yeah.
That from then until the end of the episode, I was a wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was...
That started the tears, and then the thing that happened after was just, nope, waterworks.
I'm so glad you guys aren't spoiling it because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. The thing was, the way that he handled it was not unexpected, but it was still incredibly poignant.
Well, in the very first episode, the very first scene is we see the Man in Yellow kill Barry's mom, and that's been the sole motivation for Barry throughout the entire season. And then we kind of learn through the season that he might have a chance to go back and fix that.
Yeah.
Now, Christy, I'm not going to ruin anything as far as the
Appreciate it.
scene goes, but that scene and that scenario comes up in the last episode.
Well, I imagine so. I mean, they've got to tie up the loose end that they opened
Exactly,
whenever
and the way they treat it, not quite the way I thought they would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's essentially the battle that he's fighting internally is him going back and changing time and living the life he thought he always wanted to live versus the life and friendships and relationships he has now.
Yeah.
And what do you pick?
Yeah.
And
It's a
honestly,
hard choice.
that last scene with Eddie, that kind of felt Terminator-like to me.
Did not see it coming.
Yeah, kind of.
Didn't see it coming.
I didn't see
Kinda.
it coming at all.
I didn't either.
I didn't think he would do what he did.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like
He's
it?
just a nice
No,
guy.
It's kind of...
No, like, I liked it for the show, but as far as my emotions go, I don't like it.
Oh, well.
It made me feel.
Exactly.
It made me feel feels. So so where they're going now, they've kind of teased the idea in season 2 that we're going to start seeing a DC television multiverse.
Yeah.
Which
Oh, God.
Yeah. I
This
don't.
is why DC has to do reboots.
yeah.
This is why.
And honestly, I don't want it to feel like, everyone remembers the show Sliders with Jerry O'Connell. No
Yes.
one remembers that. All right.
No, I remember.
When was it on TV?
Y'all are like 13 years old. Go away. Jason, you remember?
Excuse you.
I remember Sliders.
Yeah,
yes.
right?
Come on. It was a show in the mid 90s that they jumped from universe to universe and they couldn't find their way back home. It was kind of like Quantum Leap, but in different universes.
But not
Right.
as good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but
not
not
as good.
good. You can't be as good as Quantum Leap if you're gonna be switching universes like
Yeah.
that.
What was the girl's name that was in that show?
And Quantum Leap.
No, not Quantum Leap. Sliders.
Oh God,
'Cause she was on Sports Night. I can't remember her name.
I can't remember. I'll find it though.
Dang it, that's gonna bug me. 'Cause
Clickety
she's
clack clack click.
I'll
She's-
find it.
she's really good
Yes,
looking.
I'm
I like
sorry,
her.
Is she one of those
Sabrina Lloyd.
kind of girls?
Sabrina Lloyd. That's who it was.
Sabrina Lloyd.
Wade, her name was Wade Wells on the show. That's right.
Wade Wells. That's
Ben, if
right.
you ever meet her at a convention, you're gonna be the one going cleavage.
I have a long. No.
What?
No. Who did? Who did I?
What?
That was Krista McGuire.
Yes.
I had to recall that for a
What?
second. Yeah, you need to hear that story.
You got caught staring?
What?
You got caught staring or something?
Oh, no one me.
No. Some freako came up to Kristen while she was at a con and just points at her boobs and goes cleavage and like runs off.
What the?
Yeah, after like insulting her drawings, I think.
Actually, Kristen will be on the show next week for
Yeah.
our last show.
I'm so stoked about
That's where you
that.
just
Play
do
this-
something comically violent to the person, like a wrestling move.
Because
like a
it's
rock
Kristen
bottom.
and she's so adorably
She
nice.
is.
I know
love
she
Kristen.
is.
She's
She's
awesome.
3'2". She has no. Well, she's got a low center of gravity, I guess.
Well, that's where you just go up and just hurt the person on her behalf.
Just suplex.
If I
her.
was there with you, we'd do a 3D on her.
a 3D. Nice. Glenn, get the titles.
So back to Flash.
So okay, the ending of Flash. Honestly, and this is one that
Can't
Rob
spoil it
was-
for Christy.
No, Rob was ticked off at the ending. Not because he hated it, because why are you going to leave me hanging like this?
Because
Okay,
it's a
yeah.
TV series and they've already been guaranteed for a second season.
Oh, so it's,
Naturally.
it's
I didn't
Star Trek
like
Best of
that
Both
part.
Worlds all
Oh,
over
it wasn't.
again.
It wasn't that bad. I
No, no,
bad.
it was good, and it got us, and I really want more Flash now. And they're Candyman.
See, that's the thing. As far as the ending goes, I think they left it in a good place because they came to a something of a resolution with the Flash and the Reverse Flash. So that's fine. They came to a resolution with Barry's present and past. That's fine. But then they now left it open for a new crisis, which I think that's a great way to end.
Oh,
the
look,
season.
yeah,
that's,
obviously, 'cause
That's
they can't-
DC's buzzword right
Perhaps
there.
on
Crisis.
Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, but I think that's fine because where they left it, they introduced a new plot. They didn't take a plot that they've built up and just leave it there.
Oh, I hate
Yeah,
that.
that was the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I'm like
oh,
gesticulating like
terrible.
crazy here.
Yeah,
I'm
you're-
working
Can I
the
just
camera.
real quickly though, because they did announce that Static Shock, which is one of my Static was one of my
Yes.
favorite heroes. I loved Milestone. I loved everything Dwayne McDuffie did, and I
Yeah.
think the cinematic universe for DC would be doing a lot better if Dwayne was still around.
Yeah. Rest him.
Jaden
God rest
Smith
him.
as Static.
No. No. What?
I'm gonna go hell no.
Who?
Jaden
Jaden
Smith
Smith.
maybe playing
What?
Static.
What did the Karate Kid?
Yes.
He was also in that After Earth.
And
No,
he's-
Ben.
and
Ralph
he's
Macchio
also-
was a Karate
No,
Kid, and
he's
if you're
also
Barney, it was
crazy.
Billy Zabka.
Billy Zabka. That's right.
Look at his
am
Twitter.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like a friend of mine posted, and I read the story. He's in talks to play Static. It's
Jaden
actually-
Smith dressed as Batman to his own prom.
That's-
Like,
Can we
like
not
that's cool,
have-
but he's also nuts.
We're going to get to that here in a second because I want
love
to talk about
Virgil
how bad
and
that is.
Static, and please no.
Okay, well, let's we're going to continue on this tangent. We'll get back to Flash here in a second.
Okay.
Who would you have as a casting choice for Static?
I can't think of the kid's name, but it's the one they were pegging to play Miles Morales for Spider-Man. I would rather
Donald
see
Glover?
him.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
Yes.
I love him.
Yes,
rather-
yes.
Because Donald
That
Glover
1,000
is like
times.
Virgil.
Yes, Donald
A
Yeah.
Glover.
well-adjusted.
Getting that.
Let's have a well-adjusted kid playing a well-adjusted kid.
Yes.
Donald Glover's so good. I'm with you on that.
That's the thing about Virgil. He doesn't have all this baggage and crap. He's a good kid. He's got a good father and a good family. He just happens to get powers, and he's very smart. So, Jaden Smith, no. No. You already seem dumb from Twitter.
Although I have to say, you could put Donald Glover in just about any role, and I'd
And
be
he would
okay
be
with
good.
it.
But if
Oh,
they're not
yeah.
going to use him as Miles Morales, man, use him as Static.
Yeah, that's
I
what
would-
I think. With this new Sony Marvel team up for Spider-Man, they should have said, "Forget Peter Parker. We've told that
No,
story. Let's
no,
get Miles Morales."
No. Can't do it. No.
They should have.
Let's go with Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker. Let's not revamp the story this much when they just get their hands on it.
And then
Okay,
they can
that's
introduce
a decent
Miles
point.
Morales later when things happen to Peter Parker.
And after Secret Wars, Miles should have I don't know if they're going to call it the 616 universe, but Miles should have some sort of purpose in the new universe they're creating. just because I didn't even like Miles at first, and that's not because I'm so, traditional on everything. I just didn't like him, and then it's like I got to know the character.
And now it's erased between Marvel and DC who gets Donald Glover first.
Yeah.
Well, they're clearly not going to use him for Static Shock,
Yeah.
which they should.
Which, well, also remember, since all of DC's movies aren't connected, they could use him as Static
why
Shock,
not?
Yeah.
and then Marvel could grab him for Miles Morales, and then he'll never leave.
Honestly,
there you go.
I say CW should put out a Static TV show
Yes,
Yes, please.
and have Donald
Yes.
Glover star.
absolutely.
Let's just have DC take over the CW.
Thank you.
I have been missing the Static Shock TV show since, like,
Yeah, the
from
cartoon?
Yes, I
Yes.
loved
Yeah.
that. That was one of the things that really got me into superheroes, and I've missed it. And I would love to see a live action version of that on TV.
It would fit so well because it's like an Arrow, it's like a Flash. There's so much crossover that can happen.
Yeah.
And the thing about Static was when he was introduced as a comic book character, back when Milestone was releasing their titles.
Right.
He was a young kid. He was smart. He wasn't a gangbanger just because he's black and in a comic book. He was a normal kid who was in the wrong place at the wrong time and got powers.
Yep.
But he's also a smart kid.
Yeah, he always
yes, his
came
powers
off as
were
that.
electrical, but he used them in so many ways, like with electromagnetism, like with riding the disc and everything. That's what I loved about that character. We didn't need this, he's a tragic gangbanger, or both of his parents are dead.
Comes
or
from a
something like
broken
this.
home.
He came
Yeah.
from an actual family.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have a mom, did he? He was raised by his dad, right?
They ixnate the mom in the
cartoon, but not in the
comics. He had a family.
It was a family. Okay.
Yeah.
From what I
just wanted to make
remember,
sure.
even though his mom wasn't there, that wasn't a huge plot point in the
No.
show.
No. it wasn't.
The whole Peter Parker thing where he has to hide his identity from his family, which
Yeah.
I don't know how you couldn't tell if it was Virgil with
really.
with the dreadlocks and the freaking and the white mask. Well, yeah, he started out with the black mask and the X cap,
Right.
in the comics, but yeah, there's no way they should have been able to tell that wasn't Virgil. But
Yeah.
still, great series.
Yeah.
I like the cartoon. I love the comic book. Here was a normal kid who just got powers, who just happened to be black.
Static Shock needs more love is the bottom line here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And
I agree.
Donald Glover needs to receive that love.
Yes,
Yes.
he does.
So
Because
there
he
you go.
deserves
Both
every
show.
bit of it.
That's right. All
If you're
right.
listening, Donald, do it. Do it.
Yeah, that's right.
No, because you're listening, Donald. We'll just go say that.
So what I have to wonder, getting back to the Flash now.
Yes.
If they're opening up like Earth 1, Earth 2 is what Grant Gustin said in an interview. I mean, what are they going? Are they going to run two different timelines in parallel? And how are they going?
No, I don't see, because it feels like Flash is just going to bounce around all the different universes. That's what season 2 is going to feel like to me. And I can see him going to Earth 2. Yes. Am I going to see it as a backdoor pilot to an Earth 2 like Justice Society TV show? No, I don't see that.
What I could see happening potentially is working the Legends of Tomorrow into one timeline.
That I can see happening, but
I wonder if they're setting up for that.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the multiverse angle. How are you going to get him back in order to do the Legends? Now, honestly, I watched the trailer for Legends of Tomorrow. If everyone who doesn't know, it's an Arrow. It's a team up essentially.
Yeah.
You got Firestorm. You've got Hawkgirl. You've got.
Which I'm excited to see her, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see her.
And I love Captain Cole. I can't get enough of Captain Cole.
You know, it's so funny because Wentworth Miller, who plays Captain Cole,
Yes.
he, I watched him in Prison Break. He was kind of a cheesy character, but it works really well.
It works so well
in
for
this
Captain
series.
Cole.
It really does.
I love the Captain Cole.
Yeah.
And then you got Flash, you got Arrow. Of course, I don't know if Flash and Arrow are going to be in it all the time, because obviously they have their own TV show.
Yeah, that's the thing, trying to work out the schedule.
it's-
Now, it is going to be a mid-season from what I've seen.
Right, it's going to be January.
And I don't know if they've picked up 22 episodes on it. I feel like this should be like a mini-series.
Okay, right now, round table, DC Universe, who do you want to see in Legends of Tomorrow? Anybody can go. Go.
Well, they've pretty much got everybody.
We can put anybody in there now. It's Legends of Tomorrow. Who do we want to see? I'm going to go ahead. I'll pick two. Blue Beetle and Booster Gold.
So I can pick any character?
Any DC character. Go right
Any
ahead.
DC character? Let me think on that a second.
To add to the lineup?
Sure, we can do one shots.
Because I've already got my favorite Black Canary is the one that's in it. That's
Okay.
Katie Lotz.
Well, okay, fine. Then
she's
yours
much
is
better
already in there.
than what's her name?
So you just lost the choice. It's like rolling a 20.
Hey! I told you
D&D reference, y'all.
that was one of my possible choices. I can come up with two. Glenn, what do you think?
See, part of me
You
wanted
can't say
to,
Batman.
Well, okay. Part of me kind of wanted to say like Wonder Woman, but that no. How about Nightwing?
Well, let him have that.
Nightwing?
Go with
Okay,
Nightwing.
I like that one. Yes.
Nightwing. Okay.
Anybody?
I have no opinion, honestly. I know this is really, really sad, and you can take my nerd car away from it. But really, I have very little investment in DC Comics. I really do.
I still like her just because she said that.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I do as well. However, there are just certain ones I like seeing a lot, and Jason's gonna like hurt me, but I want to see Aquaman because I love Aquaman.
I am okay with this.
Yeah, I can go with Aquaman, especially
Yay.
after the new release of the book.
Yeah.
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 Not Jason Momoa.
I think
I don't care. I just want
Jason
Aquaman.
Momoa, I think, is one of the few
Yeah.
characters.
I
I
think
think
that
he's
would
one
be
of the
fun
few
to
that's
see.
going to kill it.
We can take so many obscure characters and put them
Friends.
in there because honestly, with Constantine, I was hoping to eventually see Swamp Thing.
That would have been cool.
Yes.
But
No,
but right
I
now,
do not like Swamp Thing.
Legends of Tomorrow. Hell, I want Blue Devil.
Ooh. The question. The question.
Yes, absolutely.
The question.
I would love to see the question in there.
I would not mind at all
That would be awesome.
Gotham's version of the Riddler.
Yes.
Okay, as a villain, yes. I'd be
Yeah.
honest.
Well, what
Okay,
about you could do the Penguin from Gotham?
That's true. I like him too.
God, he's such a great character.
Starman?
Yeah.
Starman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stargirl would be better.
Okay, Stars and Stripes. Then.
Stars and
Fine.
Stripes. There you go.
Hell, they can do every.
I love this. Is like the Justice League B team
Yeah.
is what we're putting
That
together.
goes back to my original argument about DC and Marvel. The thing about Justice League Unlimited, which was great,
Yes.
it humanized these characters.
Oh, yeah.
We got to see these characters that we don't normally give two craps about. The one episode with the Seven Soldiers of Victory that had Shining Knight,
Vigilante.
Vigilante, Stars and Stripes
Stars
in
and
there,
Stripes.
Green Arrow.
Green
It
Arrow.
was a great episode.
That was a good episode. There was no superpowered people in that entire episode.
And this is what I see with Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah. No, that. Well, I wouldn't do Vigilante. He's too one dimensional. He's like
It worked for an
Vigilante.
episode.
Oh yeah.
It's just an episode. Let it go.
You know, it's funny. We were talking about Kristen McGuire earlier, and she commented on one of our pictures.
Uh-oh.
We posted something on Instagram, and it says, Ben and Jason the X throw down the tamest argument ever. And Kristen says, tame? Well, that sounds like not fun.
Just wait until next week, Kristen.
Jeez, you want us to stab each other or something? Gee, come on.
I would like to film that and make money off
She's
it.
yelling for blood. She's the one at the edge
She's
of the
yelling for
gladiator stadium.
Yeah, she's like, I want more blood.
Now, do we know in Legends of Tomorrow? So I know we have Captain Cold.
Captain Cold.
Is Heatwave in there also?
I don't know. They said his name, but I
Yeah.
didn't see him in any of the
'Cause
footage.
I was
Well,
just
I
like-
imagine he's going to be there if they said his name.
Yeah.
In one of the motion graphics for it.
Okay, because if you got the two of them, then the Clock King, and then
White Canary.
who is it that I'm blanking on his
We
name?
got 44
Hunter?
seconds, dude.
Okay, it was all the guys from Prison Break.
Yes.
Yeah,
That would be hilarious to do. I love that.
and they break out of prison and become supervillains.
And then break back in.
That's right.
And then break back in. All right. You are listening to The Nerd Show, streaming live, nerdvilleradio.com, also streaming live, Liberty Talk FM. Big thanks to Jason the X and the crew of SCNS Live. Cora, thank you very much.
Yay.
You can
Matt,
catch
even though
them
he's not here.
Thursday nights,
8 p.m.
8 p.m. on youtube.com/the Untitled SCNS.
That's it?
There we go. I knew it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right. See you guys next week. It'll be our last show. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.